Holy crap, man. Just by the hair of my chinny chin chin. All right, TikTok. Not that you're second banana, but here I come.
Do you know where that saying came from?
The second banana one?
Yeah.
No.
It's really funny. I enjoy that one. I'm glad that didn't, I'm glad that survived the centuries. Whoa. I got problems here.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I got some pop screen issues here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know that's bad.
See. You could probably hear this, huh? In the audio?
I don't know. I haven't had my headphones on.
Okay.
Watch how bad this crowd is, because I just don't know what to say. Okay. Enter. And then we'll go live. Go live. All right. We've got absolutely nobody on anybody's channel. You know, it's funny because like book sales have completely dropped too. So let's see if we can go across the board here. Let me see if I've got sound. Do I have sound here? What's going on? I hope I have sound. I look pretty funny with my okay, let me see. Here we go. Yeah. Boom. Cosmic urgency. Did I do something wrong? Did I screw up? Cosmic urgency has arrived.
Do you have sound?
I don't know. I'm
in your headphones. You don't have
I don't have sound in my headphones, no. Oh, I was in the wrong place, he said. I wonder if, like, did I screw something up? Oh, the wrong thing? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. What's going on? What's happening? How are you? Oh, I have headphones on that I can't even hear out of. So that's weird. I don't know why I can't monitor. What's going on? How you guys doing? Who's here? We got Cosmic Urgency is here, and then we have one other person who I can't see. They're hiding. They don't want me to know exactly who they are, but I can feel them. I can feel them. What's going on, TikTok? Who's here? Talk to me, talk. TikToky talk. God. I take all that back. Oh, Don's Plum Archive joined.
Yep. That's me.
Oh man, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Oh my God! So I have like a non-crowd grabbing. I have a non-crowd grabbing thumbnail. I think it's a nice looking thumbnail.
Yeah.
But
it's great.
I don't know that it's gonna like necessarily get much attention. Because it's not talking about Beldoni, and it's not talking about... I mean, it does mention them, and we will talk about them. Delicate's here. Hi, Delicate. And we're certainly going to talk about them, But, I just had a sip of my peppermint tea, and it just hit me right in the pleasure zone. Right in the pleasure...
Took it right into
the pleasure zone. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Alyssa's here. I fixed Angela's light. Doesn't she look great? This is like by far my best.
Shit.
My best.
I gotta fix this part.
Color.
I can't move my hands without knocking into this.
Oh.
And making it fall. Okay. Let's see.
Wow. It's not perfect, is it?
It's a work in progress.
Well, you gotta test it out. You gotta come in here and you gotta test it out. But the sound's really nice. I'm sorry, Angela, that you're gonna be fudging with that.
Delicate can't stay.
She's practicing
for my presentation. I have to give it 9 a.m. tomorrow. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Enjoy. Thank you for coming by. We would have certainly missed you. Good luck with everything. I'm sure you'll kill it. And it's okay, man. We're having a fucking chill night anyway. It's just like I said, man, we have like 4 views tonight, and I would be surprised if it gets much higher. Because I'm going to like blow my statistics up tonight. Not that there's like, because it's just like the thumbnail's like so low key. It's a super low key kind of day. I did get like super agitated.
That's the thing. I think everybody's feeling a little frazzled, so I'm just trying to go on like easy mode a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, it's true. Like I think on a mundane like astrological level, we're all a little bit like
Mars is in Virgo, so it just like the signification for that is anxiety.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about a couple of fun things though. So I'll wait until we're a little warmed up before I do, and then just so that I can rattle it off with some fluency. But there's a couple fun things going on, and there's still obviously things going on in the Lively case that I'd like to talk about. I definitely want to do the Horny Growl episode, and I wonder like maybe we can even do it in this. We could just, because we're just hanging out with our friends, kind of be slow, throw it up. I can toss in a couple of moments as we go along, and I can actually craft that video for us tonight, and it'd be a fun little experiment to see if we could pull off an in-episode episode. And I could, because I do have that download here of the Horny Growl, and so we could just rip into it. Well, I do really want to do like whatever, maybe it's a 3 or 4 or 5 part series, and where we kind of like be as helpful as we can with the truth as it's presented, at least. So, Delicate said she wanted to tell us that she has the birth time for Taylor Swift. A Swiftie told me 2 different times. It's 5:17 a.m. and 8:36 a.m. Well, that's 2 times. Yeah, so 2 times that's unreliable, unfortunately.
I have 5:17 a.m.
Yeah,
and that's from some website where
that's the Scorpio rising of her.
Yeah,
they're both very accurate sounding times.
What was the other time?
8:36
a.m.
Correct. 3 hours difference, which, definitely changed the ascendant.
Okay, let's see. 8:36 a.m.
Ooh, a little astrology to get things going. Let's grease it up with a little Star Talk, babies. I don't know what that means.
Star Talk with Dale.
Listen, first of all, we're going to be talking about the Emmy nominations, and Angela had the most genius idea I ever heard, and that is that Walter Goggins hosts the fucking thing, and he plays Uncle Baby Billy the whole time. And if you don't know Uncle Baby,
we were just super upset that we got the Emmys were nominated, or the Emmy nominations were announced today, and the Righteous Gemstones got snubbed completely across the board. It's like literally the funniest comedy.
It's a fantastic show.
I know, totally snubbed. Not even a single nomination for any category. But Walton Goggins,
how did he not get nominated for like a Golden Globe? Like he plays.
He's nominated in White Lotus, so he is nominated.
I'm saying for this. I'm saying for playing one of the funniest characters I've ever seen in a series, and never swaying from his commitment of absolute absurdity.
Well, so what's so great is in the show, the ensemble cast, they're all like. They all play hosts, They're preachers at mega churches. So it would be so hilarious if they had did like the same characters and they just hosted the Emmys.
I would love that so much.
We won't get it though.
Uncle Baby Billy. Is it Uncle Baby Billy? Is that it?
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Weirdest character name. The weirdest character ever invented. Is so funny.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Anytime he's on the screen, you're just like laughing because you're like, what is this?
I love it so much. I love it. And he's just got like a storyline that makes no sense ever.
Yeah.
It's just this absolute like collision with common sense and reality and everything else. I love it. Go out there.
He's a shapeshifter too. Uncle Baby Billy is so great because he plays the role of like trickster, but also mentor sometimes. Like oftentimes he'll just like totally drop the exact right advice that somebody else needs to hear.
Yeah.
It's just totally unpredictable and bonkers. Okay, so I got Taylor Swift's chart. Weren't we talking about this?
Yeah, well, there's 2 of them, right? And
yes,
we know the 517 one. That's the Scorpio rising. That's me and my twin Tay.
The 517.
Delicate's twin too.
So the 5:17 a.m. time makes her a Scorpio rising.
Scorpio rising.
Which means, and this makes sense, she has a big parade of planets in her 3rd house of Capricorn.
So do I.
So her 3rd house, that would make her an excellent communicator and thinker.
I'm pretty good too.
It would make her, she tells a lot of stories about neighborhood stuff, like things she's doing.
So what are the planets she has?
I'm sorry?
What are the planets specifically that she has in that 3rd house of Capricorn?
She has personal planets like Mercury and Saturn in domicile there in Capricorn.
She's got Saturn.
But she also has her outer planets, Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn.
Oh. Well.
However, if she is
where's her Venus at?
If she is an 8:36 a.m., that puts her ascendant in that same house. And that would mean that
But that makes her a day chart.
That means her Pluto and Mars are in the Scorpio 10th house.
So her sun.
As opposed to her first house.
And her sun is where?
Her sun is in Jupiter. Sorry, not Jupiter.
Sag.
I always do that. Sagittarius.
Her sun is in Jupiter, It happens.
So if she's a Scorpio rising, that's her second house. And it would put her sun in her 12th house if she was a Capricorn rising. And Madonna has her sun in the 12th house. I know that much.
Well, that's so interesting.
Sun in the 12th house for celebrities typically means that they struggle to put themselves and their whole, their personal self is hidden. So they tend to perform with an alter ego, which Madonna very much did throughout her whole career. And so I don't know whether Taylor Swift has that similarity.
Very interesting. Mm-hmm. Man, I want to know which it is. Cosmic
Tobey
Urgency
Maguire
says...
also has this that placement of the sun in the 12th house.
Yes, he does.
So I don't know that Taylor Swift seems like a sun in the 12th house person.
No. Toby's a prick and she's not. So let's go with that.
Yeah, well, that's also he has a personal self that his identity is hidden, and he puts forward a persona to the public.
You know what I hate? I hate that I'm so annoyed by...
Oh, jeez.
Assholes. I feel the annoyance of assholes all around me today. Cosmic Urgency said that he finished reading Misery. He would have been done quicker if it wasn't for the book written within a book. I was not at all interested in that cockadoodle romance novel.
Cockadoodle. It's true. After you read that book, you kind of do talk like her. Cockadoodle.
Listen, man.
So great.
You know and I know that you just read a fucking great book.
Yeah, don't act like
so quit acting like you didn't.
Totally like it wasn't a page turner.
Listen, bro.
Gripped.
Why you gotta taint everything?
He's too cool. That's why. Too cool for it. That's why it's got to be Scott Bloom.
All right, it's just you, me, Cosmic Urgency, and some folks over on TikTok. I don't know who they are because I can't see them. We do have 113 likes. I want to thank you for those. We don't have any likes yet on YouTube, so it's basically all on Cosmic Urgency at this point. And so let's talk a little bit about Peter Jackson. I brought up that Peter Jackson, that somebody asked whether or not he was in retirement because he hasn't directed in 11 years. And he said, no, he's not in retirement. And I guess I kind of flubbed through it, but he said, part of what he's doing is the first thing he said, and he brought up casually, which obviously it was announced and I just completely wasn't paying attention to it, or the day that it happened, I was busy in my mind with something else, but pardon me. But I did not know that Andy Serkis was going to be directing a Lord of the Rings movie about Gollum, but he is. He's directing it currently, and it will be released in 2027. December 17th is the release date in 2027. The confidence, man. I remember when I started writing my book, I was like, I'm going to release this book in 2021. I was coming in 2021. I began writing in 2020.
It is not his first directing film. He directed a Venom movie. He directed Mowgli. He directed something called Breathe. He directed Animal Farm. That looks animated. And this...
I can feel you breathe.
The Hunt for Gollum.
Yeah, The Hunt for Gollum.
The Hunt for Gollum Part 2.
That's what this is. Oh, so it's going to be a trilogy?
Oh, I don't know if it's trilogy. There's just a part
So he gets away, obviously, and the first one is a spoiler.
What do you mean you're hunting for him twice?
You can't hunt for him twice. He gets away then. Either you caught him and you got away, or you didn't get him in the first place.
He also... This is cute. This is on his credits. A 9-minute short film. A hilarious secret film shot by King Kong's cast. To surprise the director Peter Jackson on his birthday. That's cute that we get to see that.
He's not directing it.
What?
This stuff? He's not directing it. Andy Serkis is.
No, I'm saying. This is a list of all the films that Andy Serkis has directed.
I see. Yes. Congratulations to him and his prolific career.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, so he's directing this, and this is his first Lord of the Rings movie, and that'll be coming out in 2027. And the other thing is that Peter Jackson also, I decided to read that article because I had literally just thrown it into the live that day because I just saw it and I was like, oh, fuck, this is what we're talking about, because how cool is it that you can be like this guy who's so like has such a rich life that he can just like go out and try and like revive an extinct species. But I was wrong. It wasn't revive. It was revive. He's trying to bring back from the dead a version of a 12-foot bird. I guess it's the what the fuck is it called?
Is it a dodo?
It's not a dodo.
Bring back the dodo?
It's not a dodo. Is the dodo dead? Is the dodo
has long been extinct?
It is? Really?
The dodo bird, yeah.
Really?
Doesn't exist.
It doesn't?
Nope.
Huh.
Used to.
That's just, I think it's just because people call people that, and I'm like, oh, okay. Fucking dodo birds. All right, let me see if I can find it again, because it doesn't matter. It was like a bird that had died extinct a long, long time ago, a prehistoric bird of some kind. And so they're fucking genetically trying to re-engineer or bring a version of this bird back to life. And I don't know if that means it's going to be 12 feet or not. And I the 12 feet, by the way, was the measurement from its what are they? Feet? Are they feet? They're feet, right? Duck feet. Feet.
He is trying he is trying to resurrect the moa.
The moa. Thank you. The giant moa
is a extinct New Zealand bird.
Yes.
It's a flightless ostrich-like bird.
Okay. Ostrich-like, right.
So he has partnered with a biotech company known for its grand and controversial plans to bring back lost species.
Right.
Just in time.
Yeah, he wants to fucking...
Just in time.
What the fuck is going on? Seriously, this guy is living a horror movie.
Like, read the room, bro.
He's living a horror movie. And they have $15 million worth of funding.
Can you bring back the lightning bugs? Can we do that? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but those have gone extinct very recently, too.
Yeah, work on lightning bugs. That's hilarious. Yeah, help the fucking bees. What are you doing, bro?
Come on.
You're bringing back giant extinct birds. So that's what he's doing with his money.
Maybe the moa are nice people. I don't know. I don't personally know a moa bird.
No, you don't, because they've been extinct for a long damn time.
Maybe their life is worthy, but I just feel like when you told me that he was trying to save a bird from extinction or bring back an extinct bird, I was like, oh, that is so heartwarming. That's exactly what we want billionaires to do.
Yeah, like something another species eats, for example. It'd be like, oh, there's a species missing, and so this other predator is now suffering, and it's all, he's going to bring back this like balance to the ecosystem.
Or just like, anytime that you're like righting the wrongs of like colonization, and like, did you ever hear about what happened to the pigeon? Like, it's heartbreaking if you actually learn about pigeon history. But it's like all but part of like the land back movement. Like we want to give indigenous creatures and people and nations back what belongs to them, and before it was screwed up by encroachment. But this is not what he's talking about.
No. He is talking about bringing back this extraordinary, like, prehistoric. It's been, well, I guess it's not prehistoric. It's actually been extinct for 600 years.
600 years?
Yeah. It's not prehistoric at all.
My question is, does it have a habitat?
If it's been extinct for 600 years, there might be one wandering around somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I know. Did you see that they think that they found the, what is it called? Not Tasmanian devil. Those exist. That stripy, like...
The one with the like weird bill?
Yeah. No. It's like it looks like a wolf, but it's kind of like more slender and has a strange shaped face, and it's got stripes on it.
Oh.
What are those called?
I don't know. Cats?
Damn. They think they found one.
Putty cats?
Yeah, Dale. That's what I'm saying. I think it's Tasmanian tiger. That's what it is.
Oh, a Tasmanian tiger. Yeah. Because there's like they had one. There's like a picture of one. Like there was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they think they saw one of these on a trail cam.
Oh
camera.
My God, that's cool.
So they think it's still.
Hold that up to the camera.
Well, this is just de-extinction. So scientists are trying to de-extinct this.
Can you do that? Oh, it doesn't matter because it'll be out of focus.
We can put it
That's so cool. Well, listen.
But somebody thought they saw it on a trail camera because it was very distinctly looked exactly like one of these. They were like, I thought those were extinct, but you're right. So maybe there's a 12-foot
fucking hopping around somewhere.
Yeah,
you know,
just being really evasive.
I saw this really cool like rendering of one where it was like where it had its neck all curled up into its its wings. Yeah, a moa, like a rendering of a moa where it was like all like it had its neck.
Well, you just have to like look at emus.
It was dope looking.
They're the same. What? So, again, like, why does he need to resurrect a moa when we have emus and ostriches?
I guess maybe good eating. I have no idea, you know.
My question is, does it have a habitat? Like, was it extinct because it lost its habitat, and then are you just trying to, like, resurrect it back into, like, a strip mall?
It's a fair question because 600 years ago, humans had yet to become the scab on the earth that, you know, we have now become.
I know. Like, you can't bring a lot of conservation efforts are struggling with this. They're like, yeah, we are breeding native salamanders to help bring life back to this, you know, it's a keystone species that like helps this whole ecosystem, but they put it back into a river that's like, you know, gone acidic because of some fucking plant up the hill. Yeah. And they're like, you can't put a species back in this environment, it'll just die again.
Back to Peter Jackson. He has 3 screenplays that he is writing currently, and you know, one of them's about the Beatles, I guess.
What?
Yeah, I think he has a. It seemed as though in this article, which was in Variety, I believe, it seemed as though he had a bit of an obsession with them. At least that was this inference of sorts.
For some reason, you mentioned that he's writing a screenplay about the Beatles. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And
that's what he said.
It instantly reminded me of his film Bad Taste. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Like, I was just thinking about, like, the Beatles in Bad Taste.
He made a movie called Bad Taste?
Yes.
Was it in Bad Taste?
Yes. It's basically, it's like a Tom Savini, George Romero, like, type of...
Really?
Yes. He made it, and I think he made, like, the gory monsters in it that, like, basically, you know, everybody in the film gets, like, attacked and...
Are you spoiling?
Yeah, there's a scene, a guy falls and his head cracks open and he has to, and then he like starts to, he's like, oh god, my head, and he like feels back here, he feels his brains, you can see his fingers like trying to feel around his brains. So I just imagine the Beatles being in that movie.
Well,
because
that's very funny.
So when, like, I knew about Peter Jackson because, you know, my ex used to be obsessed with movies like that, so I was like, oh, the B horror director is gonna do Lord of the Rings. That's so interesting.
You never saw Heavenly Creatures?
I didn't know. He like to me, in my mind, he jumped straight from Bad Taste all the way to straight into Lord of the Rings.
I never saw Bad Taste. I saw Heavenly Creatures and I loved it.
Mm-hmm. You and everybody else, yeah.
Claire said she finished my book. She said she really loved it, although it kind of broke her, and I feel a little bit bad about that.
Wait, say that again.
She said, I'll quote. I'll just read her. Finished your book, really loved it, although it kind of broke me.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, Dale, was that an intention?
No. It was supposed to. It was. I had hoped that it was inspirational, actually. So that would be kind of it would be me missing on that one. I mean, the book has its hard times, but you know, I gave him back his sadness. So yeah, I thought that was like you know.
I think you just did an extremely excellent job at making people feel what you're feeling. Like, you do a really good job of setting everybody up and drawing them in. So it's a very voyeuristic experience throughout the whole book. Like at the beginning, you know, you're really good at putting people where you are. And so when you experience a lot of pain, I think it's really easy for your readers to experience that too.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Bad Dale. Well, she's clarifying, and I knew what you meant, of course, but she was like, she just meant that what happened to me broke her. And I knew that you meant that, of course, and that's very kind of you. And I'm so glad to be, I'm so lucky to be, you know, here with you and to hear you speak about this book I wrote. I'm very, very lucky. I feel very fortunate. I have a totally different perspective of life, and it's weird since the publishing of the book, which is now going on, like, I guess now 8 months. The book has been out a while, and I've gotten stronger mentally, emotionally, and the book isn't like, the book has fallen quite short of what I'd hoped it would do by now. Mm-hmm. and that's without me losing any faith in it whatsoever. But it's still, not like booming, and I thought it would be, or I wanted it to be, and even though I don't know really how to make that happen. And I had a fear that, if the book didn't perform well or to my expectations, because it's actually technically outperforming most traditionally published books. But I, of course, as I wrote in the book, wanted it to be where, selling millions of copies, or, you know what I mean? I wanted it to be like, like Jeanette McCurdy going, who's this Wheatley guy? That's
just see your face on billboards, like not even promoting anything, but everybody's just like,
just putting my face up there because they just like it's just like they talk about Pedro Pascal and Dale Wheatley.
Yeah. For your consideration, and like, there's no award.
Just for your consideration.
For your consideration.
There's no award season.
Two Reel by Dale Wheatley. Why can't I speak today?
Two Wheel
by Dale Wheatley.
Two Wheel by Dale Wheatley. Hello, Angela and Dale, says Gilberto Carvalho. Good to hear your both opinions. Thank you for being here. He just got the number 2 badge.
Mr. Hands on TikTok said, the beach was actually the last time Jerry Swindoll was seen.
The beach.
Ergo, Danny Boyle is truly responsible for his disappearance.
Well, now we're narrowing it down at least, because I had nothing to do with it.
He's not even in your cup.
I was so distraught to hear that he was unhappy with his performance in Dawn Swim. I was confused. I wasn't really distraught, actually. I was like, you know what, fuck you. You don't really know what you're talking about.
I feel like it's one of those things where he probably just changed his opinion in retrospect because his friend was pissed.
Oh.
Where people are like, oh, you hate that album? I didn't even like that album either. Like, I listened to it a bunch, but like, I hated it too. Because you did. You know what I mean?
Jesse says, yo, and I say, yo, back. What's going on? By the way, the other thing that kind of went on today that I'm just going to get out of the way right now, since we got some people here that are, they got Sassy Dave Navarro today. I guess, well, whenever it was.
They got. What does that mean?
They served him with a subpoena.
Who's they?
That would be Lively et al.
Okay.
So he was
Blake
served.
Lively's attorneys.
Blake Lively as well.
Served Sassy Dave Navarro with a subpoena. I like not saying his name.
Sassy Dave Navarro.
I didn't used to know his name. I know his name now.
Yeah, there's no need to speak his name. His name is shit to me. But Sassy Dave Navarro gives it some flair that I can enjoy. Since I detest him so, at least he can have something I enjoy. Like a funny nickname made up by you. Huh?
Like a subpoena.
So he got subpoenaed. He was on the stage with Andy Signor and some other woman who referred to Blake Lively by the C word.
Yeah, I was really surprised that nobody reacted on the stage too. Like we saw her just say it with her full chest, and nobody even flinched. I was like, oh, this is the company you keep. And
said it like with, I like the expression full chest, but also with like this, like she dropped it like she had been personally harmed by her.
Here's the thing about
like,
being
didn't it feel like personal?
It's really funny because right now it's just amazing. The algorithm must be feeding me these things because I can't imagine that it's this popular of a deal. But the all of these content creators that have been covering Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively on Justin Baldoni's side, they're all like in a tailspin about these subpoenas, and they are saying the dumbest shit. Like they're saying that Blake Lively's attorneys subpoenaing them is an infringement on their First Amendment rights.
Like, I mean, they sound as stupid as they look.
Like your First Amendment protects you from persecution by the government, you guys. It doesn't make it so that you can say whatever you want without civil consequences. Like,
correct.
What are they saying?
It's the stupidest, most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life.
Your First Amendment right. You don't get to be a jerk without consequences.
Yeah.
And she's not even like prohibiting them from saying anything.
First of all, she's not.
They're
she's
talking
not,
about it. They're openly talking about it. Still.
Yeah, they're on stages. They literally think they're famous. They literally have this self-aggrandized point of view that is so clearly on display. They're up on stages, and one of their co-panelers drops the C word on Blake Lively. Like it's just like it's just trash. It's pure trash of humanity on display.
What I mean is, like, obviously they don't feel like they're being gagged. Because look at them.
They're not gagged. They're not even involved. They're just being subpoenaed because they have information they're curious about. They just want to read some fucking emails. That's all that's happening here.
She's obviously seeking information about whether the defendants in the lawsuit are lying. That's it. And they want to. These guys are acting like they're fucking like they're party to the case. Like they used to be on their Christmas card list. Yeah, like they got sued.
Yeah.
No, you guys are fine.
You guys are fucking leeches.
What's really delightful is that they're just completely oblivious to the fact that there's already laws that protect people from having their private messages, and other private information shared, right? So like the Stored Communications Act covers everything that they're saying Blake Lively is trying to get from them.
Right.
Like literally it cannot happen. All the things that they're worried about having their personal privacy compromised by Google or whatever. It's not going to happen.
No.
All that they are allowed to subpoena from anybody.
They're just about to. They're allowed to know.
Were the messages? Did you send a message? Not the content of the message. Nope. They can't even see that. But did you send a message to a specific recipient? Which for sure, of course, is any of the defendants in the case. That's what they're looking for. Did the defendants in the case receive or send any messages to any of these content creators? That's it. And was there a time and timestamp and a date and stuff? That's the only thing that they can obtain. But they're not going to be sharing any contents of anything.
No.
They're telling each other that they're seeking information about their private bank statements or something.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that that's conceivably true.
Yeah, it is. What they want to see.
What they want to know is whether payment has been exchanged.
Correct.
They're not finding out whether, somebody's bank statement.
They're not looking for how much they make.
No.
They're not looking for what they spend their money on.
The defendants
how many OnlyFans accounts they subscribe to. They're not looking for any of that. They're not looking to reveal any of their personal data. They want to know whether or not money exchanged hands for them to disparage Blake Lively on the internet.
With the defendants.
With the defendants, yes. So that's what they want to know, and so it's not about their personal. They like the amount of. It's just sad to see the state of affairs that we live in. That we have these people, that we have to reckon with these people. It is amazing to me how Andy Signor manages to make me feel more and more embarrassed every single day that I ever did anything with that guy. Like, I can't imagine that this guy can continuously reduce himself because he was tar.
He wasn't like that then.
He was tar 3 days ago. He was though, because now
he's doing he's doing too much now.
He
didn't used to do all this.
You know what's funny? Well, yes, he's gone completely off. He's done the deal with the devil. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. Listen to these guys. This is one case. This is one case. They're just covering a case. This case is going to be over in a year. It's going to be done. It's going to be a wrap one way or another. It's going to be all over. What are they going to do? They're going to go on tour and talk about the old days? Like, what are they going to do? Their whole fucking identity. And this is a part of why I backed off of it. Because I was like, okay, we only got 30 or 50,000 views or whatever it was on that first video. I had no idea that it was impactful. And it was, which I got news from some people who were like, dude, you helped, which was cool. It was really exciting to know. But I didn't want to hitch my fucking, my horse to that. What do I got to hitch?
Hitch your wagon to that horse?
I don't want to hitch my wagon to their
hitch your horse to
thing that you hitch wagons to. Tanner's here. What's up, Tanner? That's exciting. Good to see you, buddy. I was thinking about you today. I like that, man. I like when you talk to the cosmos and the cosmos talks back. Yeah. I was thinking about Tanner today.
You conjured him?
Maybe.
That's great.
Maybe he conjured me. I don't know. Solipsism goes two ways. That was a really funny statement. Well, you guys don't get it. That's okay.
I just love that they don't know anything about what they're talking about, these Baldoni fans, because they're spiraling and they're stressed out. I'm like, guys, just do a single search for what is the law that protects you? You don't have to worry so much.
Tanner, I know you've been going through it, buddy, and we've missed you, and I'm just glad to see you, man. Really glad to see you.
Oh, Tanner said it's been a tough last few weeks.
Yeah. He's definitely, he's had some trouble with his grandfather, which he's talked to us about while he's been on here, and just his grandparents. He's taking care of them, which is about the coolest thing I ever heard. Yeah,
that's real hero shit, bro.
I hope my grandkids take care of me. You know what I mean?
I think the chances are slim, Dale.
Yeah. Well, if we get to adopting, maybe we could adopt a 21-year-old.
Yeah, I always thought it'd be fun to adopt a teenager because I know how not to be a shithead to teenagers.
Right. Like
adults are such
17
shitheads to teenagers, and it makes me so angry.
We adopt them at 17.
Yeah, exactly.
And then 18, we're like, you got to get out there on your own, buddy. It's time. Go on. We've done what we can for you. Off you go.
Yep.
No, make me grandchildren, or I'll never come and visit you.
Claire is saying, I had some questions about the book. Also, but if there are things you didn't write for a reason, it's fine if you don't have an answer.
Yeah, well, hit me up. You can hit me up right here. I'd love to talk about it live and in person, especially now that, it's cool because we're more in our intimate setting right now. There's only 4 or 5 of us here right now. I didn't go out to the algorithm today, really. I didn't even try. I just made a pretty banner, and I just hoped that some of the regulars would come around and we could just hang out with them tonight.
Yeah, great.
I just wasn't feeling it. I was feeling like, I was kind of feeling a little battered, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to put out, like, I don't want to end up in a situation where people are going to be like taking screenshots of me saying, so it was Toby who was screaming with his fucking veins out to here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like one of those days where I was like, I don't need to get my shit up in a knot today. I don't need like, what was their names? I won't even say their fucking names. So I'll end up attracting them.
Okay, here's the question.
Yes.
Claire. What happened to the Sistos and you?
At
the start of the book, you're really close with them, and they seem super nice, and then at the end, they're not much in it.
Yeah. It was a problem to just have them disappear like that. It was more like I withdrew. But Jeremy, he tried to keep our friendship going for a minute. There was this really crazy moment where he invited me to see the Rolling Stones at Dodger Stadium, and it was like, I don't know if Bon Jovi bought all the tickets or something, because he was working on a movie with him, but like Bon Jovi had something to do with it, and we had all of these. There was like a whole section that was just basically Hollywood personalities getting the tickets from somebody.
Yeah.
And Sisto invited me. It was just me and Sisto, but everybody was like, there was a whole bunch of people there. Like Michael Rappaport was there. I'm so sorry. Juliette Lewis was there. There was just like a bunch of people there, and these people I had known casually throughout my time in Hollywood. And Michael Rappaport started talking shit about me. He just said some shit. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't like a concentrated thing. It wasn't like he was focused on me. It was more or less like, what the fuck are you doing with this fucking piece of shit guy? Yeah.
About you? What does he know about you? What does Michael Rappaport know about you?
I don't even know. He knew about me and what I my trouble with Leo. Certainly Juliette Lewis knew all about that.
Oh yeah, right. So they're friends, I guess.
They were there together.
Oh.
At the time.
It's so weird how people are just so like quick to jump on a bandwagon in negativity.
And then and the other thing is that I think that the Robs, put a fair amount of effort in disparaging me and making me the guy who caused all the trouble. Like I was at fault by Edie Rob, and then now I believe to a lesser extent, but to some extent, I believe that Artie Robb has scapegoated me throughout all of his life for all the bad shit around him that he could hang on me. He did. So I feel like I lost all of my friends because my entire reputation was destroyed, not only by their side, but then the other side was like, because I'm the one who confessed the crimes. I'm the one who. It's just the weirdest thing. Jerry Metters calls me to this day and says, on occasion, it'll just come out of his mouth. He'll just be like, why you? Why did they decide that you were the bad guy when you haven't done a single thing to one of them? Not to one of them, not a thing. Like, I'm literally fully and completely innocent of any wrongdoing to anybody. I just did nobody wrong. I didn't even even though I'm not somebody who's capable of intentionally harming somebody, I'm just not. I can't even harm people I don't like. It really pisses me off, actually. because I wouldn't mind retaliating a little bit in my life, because I just feel so battered to be like, I just feel like, my hands are bound and people just bat me around. So this idea that, so I don't know, maybe that's a part of it. I don't know. I kind of lost.
The question is, what happened to the Sistos in you?
So I believe that, that night at Dodger Stadium has replayed in my memory over and over and over and over again.
What did Jeremy do?
He was just uncomfortable and I was uncomfortable. He didn't say anything directly back to Michael Rappaport. Like he said something, I forget what it was. It was some comment. I have loathed Michael Rappaport every day since that day. Like just loathed him. Every time I see him, every time any words come out of his mouth, because that motherfucker and I didn't know each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I saw him at some parties. He saw me at some parties. Maybe he remembered me. Really probably didn't.
Loose with his opinions online too.
He was so obviously attacking me, for lack of a better term, or whatever, mistreating me, whatever you want to call it, because of the Scientologists, basically. Because
what year did this happen?
This was 1990. Well, let's look up when the fucking Rolling Stones played at Dodger Stadium with the Wallflowers opening, and it was that year.
You want me to look it up?
Sure.
That was a question by username Feels Bad Man. That's so great.
Feels Bad Man?
Feels Bad Man.
I was in a band, and when I was like 13, 14, something like 14 years old, I was in this band, and we had this guy named Phil, and he was this kind of this small dude who could just shred on guitar. We were in a metal band, and he says his name was Phil, and we used to call him Philbert or Feelsbert, and then we'd go Feesbert feels bad. So, as soon as Angela said that, it took me back to like 1984 when I was talking about Feesbert feels bad.
Okay, so I have a date for you.
Yes.
The Wallflowers.
Oh, Feels Bad Man is young. What's up, young?
Oh, sweet. The Wallflowers at Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles.
Yes.
November 9th, 1997 with Rolling Stones.
November 9, 1997.
I'm sorry. Here's another one. This is weird.
That seemed later.
November 9th, 1998. No,
really? It was. I don't think it was that, because if that's the only one, then that was
1997 and 1998 in two different, but same day of the month.
Well, it had to be 97, because November 98, I was already married to Angela, and I was not married to Angela that day.
Yeah. Also, when you guys didn't even, it blew up in August of 97. Like it blew up in 96, but we Jeremy and I hung out for at least a year afterward. We'd still, there's a couple of moments I remember. One of the ones that really broke my heart was we had just hung out we were all together at, I don't know, it was like a restaurant in LA somewhere, and I hadn't seen them in a very long time. I was still very much going through the depression, actually I was very much just becoming depressed, actually. Really, like, I didn't realize that I was still falling. I thought I'd fallen all the way that one night, but no, the falling it really continued well into my 40s, the falling. I only just hit the bottom recently, but I bounced, bro, all the way, just bounced. Shit was springy at the bottom, had no idea. Okay, so the bashing.
But there was a moment the moment
July 96.
The moment I'm talking about that I was trying to describe was, we were just sitting at this restaurant, and they had, and Meadow and Jeremy were there, and they were like, they were splitting, they were gonna leave, and they started to walk away, and I saw them walking away, and I just had this, like, I just wanted to hug them. I just felt this need to, and it was like that hug of like, man, I just missed you guys, like that kind of a hug. So I ran up behind them, and I put my arms around both of them, around their shoulders, and I kind of squeezed them in, and I said something endearing. I miss and love you guys, kind of thing. And the ice off of them, like, it just got so cold. It was really
what the fuck.
But
you guys were huggers, right?
Oh, very much. Yeah. I mean, deep huggers.
That's weird.
We were.
That sucks.
They were as good as family to me at that point, So. And at that point, that would have been 3 years into my friendship with him. So, the friendship was getting there at that point, Oh, yeah, heartbreak.
Claire says, the way you wrote Jeremy, he seems like a really nice dude, so I looked up what he's up to, and he's doing GoFundMes for a lady with dementia, so his kindness checks out.
Hey, you know what I'll do for this live? I will read to you a scene deleted from the book. Let me do it this way. Wait. Oh, it's on the drive, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna share with you something really. This is really cool. You're gonna enjoy this. And anyone else who's read the book will enjoy this if you're here with me. I think Tanner's with us if he's still here. He'll like this too. If he, well, I mean, I say that like I know what. Come on. I'm just gonna go find this, and I'm going to read it to you. So just bear with me.
How long is it?
It's not very long. Here it is. All right.
Leo Edit says, OMG, yay, I want to read all the deleted scenes.
Okay, this scene. So this is a deleted scene. I'm gonna share with you. This scene was a part of an entire arc that dealt with homelessness and both my and Jeremy's interest in helping those without shelter. It was a tough decision to cut David and Mario from the book. That's who you're about to hear from. They were unforgettable people, and their stories were deeply moving. Jeremy and I were sitting at an outdoor cafe enjoying some lunch before heading to the New Bev to see 2 by Kubrick. You remember ID? Yeah, of course. He's directing a short with Leo, Kevin Connolly. You met him the other day. Oh, yeah, the little Irish guy. Exactly. Scott Bloom and Toby as well. The whole crew. Jeremy dipped a zucchini stick in some marinara and bit half of it off. There's a role you're perfect for. It's a cool little project about a bunch of friends who gather in an abandoned hotel to pay their last respects to their dead friend. And I would be the dead friend, I presume. You presume correctly, sir. I'm being typecast already, huh? Jeremy chuckled. I'm the go-to dead guy in Hollywood. I can live with that. Just a couple of weeks earlier, Marissa Ryan directed a play on Theater Row, and she cast me in the last minute as the dead guy. That was the name of my character in the playbill. The play opened with me collapsing lifelessly to the floor, where I remained throughout the entire show, dead. You were amazing, said Jeremy. You didn't move an inch for over an hour, and you landed so awkwardly, too. He giggled. In RD's thing, though, your character is in a bunch of flashbacks, so you're only dead for half the movie. It's a really nice role, and you're working with Leo, so I finished the sentence. That's fucking insane, he chuckled. I talked to RD, and he's going to read you. I shook my head. You're unbelievable, Jeremy. He laughed the way a father does after giving his kid something super cool. I thought you'd be through with me after Clueless. No, don't be ridiculous. He handed me a piece of paper. Here's RD's number. Give him a call. He'll send you the script over. I set everything up. You're a fucking angel in my life, Jeremy Sisto. I don't know what I did to deserve you. I'm happy to help. We finished lunch and stopped by the 7-Eleven at 3rd and Gardner for some cigarettes and beer. 2 black homeless men, one standing, the other sitting, panhandle outside the doors. Jeremy stopped to talk with them. What's your name? Said Jeremy to the standing man who was sporting an old, terribly stained, and infinitely cool fedora on a filthy head of graying hair. Pardon me. His hand gripped a 40 by the neck, the bottle concealed within a paper bag. He had a big smile on his face. Mario. Jeremy laughed. No, it's not. Why the fuck not? I don't know, because it's an Italian name. What makes you think I'm not Italian, man? We're both laughing at this point. Because I'm Italian, said Jeremy. Mario looked at Jeremy up and down. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Jeremy asked the other man his name. Oh, his name is boring as a motherfucker. That's plain old David. Jeremy tried to talk to David, but he wasn't much interested in the conversation. That is, until Jeremy palmed each of them a $20 bill. Then all of a sudden, David was on his feet, shaking Jeremy's hand, shaking my hand, going on and on in gratitude. Mario held up his $20. $20 each is too much, my brother. Mario frowned. Speak for yourself, dumbass. Jeremy waved it off like it was nothing. We Italians got to take care of each other. David furrowed his brow. Who the fuck is Italian? Sorry, who the fuck is Italian? He pronounced Italian with a hard eye. Me, motherfucker, said Mario. Yeah, and I'm fucking Danish. David turned his attention to Jeremy. Don't believe this motherfucker. He's from Ohio or some shit. Louisiana, dumbass. We must have spent another 20 minutes laughing and joking. Sorry. We must have spent another 20 minutes laughing and joking with Mario and David before going to the 7-Eleven and grabbing a couple of 40s for ourselves and joining them in the adjacent park. It was an oddly magical time. Sorry, I'm having sad memories. Sorry about that. Let me get my shit together. I apologize. Got hit in the feels. My bad. So sorry, guys. All right. We must have spent another 20 minutes laughing and joking with Mario and David before going into the 7-Eleven and grabbing a couple of 40s for ourselves and joining them in the adjacent park. It was an oddly magical time drinking malt liquor from a paper bag and getting to know these two incredibly bright characters. David loved the hobo's life. I got everything I need right here, he said. Some days are harder than others, but that's the same for everyone, ain't it? Money or no money. He took a long swig from his fresh 40. Life is just fine if you ask me, he added with a self-assured smile. That's a foreshadow, by the way. Mario had other plans. He had a daughter, but this is why I can't. Phew. Fucking cicadas, it's their fault, bro. Goddamn cicadas. Mario had other plans. He had a daughter back in Louisiana that he hadn't seen since she was 1. She might be 5 or 6 years old by now. He couldn't remember for sure. I'm gonna get straight one day, he said, with a tear swelling in one eye. And I'm going to find my daughter. Fuck. Really affecting me. I'm so sorry. Did not expect that. I'm sorry. I'm a pussy. I shouldn't even say that. I'm a crybaby. Oh, Lord. Okay. And I'm gonna find my daughter and tell her that her daddy is sorry and that he loves her with all his heart. What's her name? Asked Jeremy. The question choked out 2 big tears from Mario's eyes. Jennifer. He wiped away the tears with the back of his hand. After her grandmother. God, I'm so sorry. Mario said a few nice things about his mother and daughter, and his eyes shone with pride and love for them. But Mario didn't let the pain of his past linger for long. Within minutes, he had us all laughing and drinking again. So sorry. Maybe they were just... I don't know why this is so emotional for me, and I'm really struggling, and I really apologize. I would not have read it if I thought this was going to happen. Maybe they were just avoiding the pain of living the way they did, or maybe these men found a way to live their lives in the now, where regrets simply cannot exist. I wasn't sure, but I couldn't help but admire both of them. We finished up our 40s, and we bid them a good night. Sorry, guys. Why I get emotional is just because it's a beautiful little story arc. So like this, I couldn't fit it in the book, but Jeremy just fell in love with this guy Mario, and he just wanted to help him so bad. So he got him off the street. He got him a job. He at a liquor store of all things, but he didn't get him a job. He just got him straight. I think he got him, like, took him out applying for jobs. Mario ended up getting a job at a liquor store. I saw him. He was all like clean, and I was like, "Wow, bro! His breath didn't stink like alcohol." And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm getting my shit together." He said, "I'm making all this money, man." Jeremy put me up in a hotel, and then an apartment. Sorry, Jeremy put me up in an apartment, paid the deposit, paying the monthly payment.
That's amazing.
And then
amazing.
And I was just so thrilled. And I'm learning from Mario. Jeremy hadn't even told me this. I didn't even know that this was going on. I'd seen Mario a couple times since, but Jeremy hadn't done anything like this at that point. By then, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months pass, and I'm back up at Beverly and Gardner at that same 7-Eleven, and there's fucking Mario in the park, man. And he's loaded and leaning over on one elbow, and he's got a beer spilling out of a bag between his legs. And I sat next to him. He saw me right away, and his eyes were as bloodshot as I'd ever seen anyone's. And I was like, "What's going on?" And I said, I was feeling sad and frustrated. And I was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Did you lose the apartment?" He goes, "Yeah." And then he went on this diatribe. He was like, "This is my life. What I'm doing now is what makes me happy." And so he went on this like beautiful diatribe. I didn't write it for you, so I can't recite it right now. But he went on this beautiful diatribe about how getting sober was all the time he needed to understand truly what he wanted to be and do in his life, and that was he wanted to be a fucking hobo. He wanted to be laying in parks and drinking booze, and that his daughter was better without him, because all he could ever bring her is heartbreak and disappointment.
Damn.
And he was like, "So I've only given her the one sort of blow to her life, which was disappearing in the first place. He's like, all I'll do is go back in there and break her heart. He's like, she doesn't need to love me for me to love her.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, it was hardcore, bro. It shook me to my bones, that whole story, I never stopped thinking about it. When I was writing this book, I was so excited because I always wanted to tell this story. It's so funny because this was one of the stories that when I started the book, I was like, oh my God, I get to tell the story of Mario and David. And I was so excited about it because it's just like, it's a deep, meaningful story. And it was also like the whole, another part that got cut was the whole beginning of the book got cut. I cut the first 40,000 words, which was me and Jeremy in Vancouver. And so instead of, as it's written now, where I tell Jeremy, or I tell Jeff Goldblum the story of the homeless guy and the burger, in the burger biting scene, I actually wrote that out.
Yeah, your alternative opening where we see everything that you're telling Jeff Goldblum about.
Yeah.
I helped you edit that, but this part I think was new, and I never read that. Like, I never helped you edit that part.
This here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is first draft stuff, or not first draft, but this stuff is like not refined. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have, most of my tags aren't there yet, I did a pass on it just recently.
Oh, that's so funny, because when you were reading it, I was like, I'm struggling to follow, and it's because you didn't have the dialogue tags that I was constantly making you put in.
I didn't put in the tags yet. Well, it wasn't, you didn't have to make me put them in. I typically don't write my tags out unless I need to while I'm drafting, because they slow me down.
Yeah, of course.
So I just rip through my dialogue, and then I go in and I add quotations and tags and all the punctuation. Because sometimes conversations, dialogue is my strength. And one thing I do when I'm writing dialogue is I hammer at it. Like, I just go. I'm just, so I sometimes don't even put characters' names. I just, and like, if I'm writing a screenplay, I'll just hit the dialogue and then I'll go in and then format it later. So anyway, I'm so sorry that I didn't read that smoothly. That bummed me out. I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to read them a scene. And then I fucking cried like a baby.
You can cry like a baby.
I think it's because Claire got me a little emotional thinking about Jeremy. I miss so many people. Everybody is gone out of my life, and most of them ought to be, but Jeremy's not one of them.
It's always hard where you're like, oh, I missed that friendship and we've drifted apart, and then you have to like remind yourself, like, no, actually, it's for the better. Well,
there's a lot of friendships like that.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
I've never felt so much strength and centeredness around all of this episode of my life ever, than now.
Did you say strength and centeredness?
Strength and centeredness.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I have strength and centeredness now. Like, I'm kind of unwavering. Like if Artie Robb like jumped on this live for reals and then just showed up and was like, you're a piece of shit, Dale. I can't believe you did this. I'd be like, whatever, buddy. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel so strong about, first of all, I feel strength in the truth of the story.
Yeah.
I feel entitled to my story. And I felt like it's been like, they took away my film, they took away my career, but they are not going to take away my fucking life story. They are not going to take away the voice that is my goddamn life.
That's right.
Nobody gets that. I will move to another country. I will go wherever the fuck I have to publish those words. If Leo decides, by the way, I've been looking at the astrology and I was like, oh shit, if there's a month for Leo to come for Dale, it's probably going to be August. So stay tuned.
Making bad predictions. What were we just talking about before you talked about the astrology of Leo coming for you in August? What were you saying?
I don't fucking remember.
Dude, I had something I was going to say.
I'm so sorry. Cosmic Energy said that it's hell when dialogue comes to you in the shower and you got to try and remember it. For real. I love doing that, though. That's actually... It's so funny you bring that up, Cosmic Urgency, because I have this thing that, this is going to be one of my videos, which is called Always Be Writing, which goes with the Always Be Closing, the ABCs of selling. Mm-hmm. It's the ABWs of writing, which is Always Be Writing. And I really believe in this. I believe that writing is something you should always be doing in your brain at all times. So I am always making up conversations and having exchanges and building on characters and observing characters. I've said this before. It's one of my favorite things. It's how I began writing in Hollywood and for Don's Plum, prior to even working with those guys, and that is I observe things, and then if I see a character that's really cool or a situation that's really wild, I'll either, if it's a situation that I like, put my own characters in there in my mind and then play those scenarios out of my head. I just do this silently while I'm chewing on a burger. Like if you're watching me looking at it and you think you're like, yeah, Dale's just not doing anything. No, I'm running scenes. I'm running dialogue. I'm running like fucking, you know. And the other thing is seeing life cinematically, and this is like a really interesting part, like of what I think most. Well, I just wonder how many people understand the concept of seeing life cinematically. I think a lot of people try to write things, and they try to write things for you to see them a certain way, rather than actually seeing them themselves in a certain way. And so when I go through life looking for things that are cinematic with my eye, not with things that I would set up to be cinematic. Not things that I'm like, that I would like, okay, my shot goes like this and I'm down here. I got a 45, you know, I got a 55 on there or 50 mil, you know, like none of this bullshit. I'm talking about where my eyeballs, just my eyeballs, are all I have. You can add some imagination as you kind of go along, but it begins with seeing life cinematically and that's why I like taking pictures of bugs and things, because I really find that like a lot of cinematic moments in these creatures trying to just survive on these trees or amongst these bees or whatever it might be. So I get a lot of pictures of them, but it's everything that I see. So it could be like, you know, when I'm driving down the street, and it might be I might be driving down the street and I'm making a left-hand turn. It's a slow left-hand turn, and there might be somebody jogging and looking back a certain way over their shoulder, checking something, and that becomes a cinematic moment. But I remember it and I think about it in a way that's cinematic. I know this may sound strange, but I truly believe that it is what has helped me be able to create cinematic experiences in just pure writing. What do you like mean? Easy, simple writing.
What do you mean by cinematic? You're using it a lot, and I'm not sure whether you and I agree on what it means.
Well, I'm not really looking for anybody to agree necessarily,
no,
but
I'm trying to understand you, because I'm using my definition of it, and I don't know if it's the same as your definition.
So, but I mean that it could be that my eyes show a camera move. Like it could be that like I'm like seeing something and all of a sudden I'm just watching it. I'm not talking about doing this nonsense where you're making frames. I'm talking about like where I just see a bug and I'm like, oh shit, this bug is making a movie right now. And so then I see that moment as cinematic. It could be something as me walking down the street and noticing something between two other people, and then just observing it, you know, with side eye, you know, sidelong, just like, you know, like just checking it out. And then that moment of voyeurism would then be like a cinematic moment. And so a cinematic moment meaning that I'm experiencing it in the way that I would tell it as a cinematic experience. So in that moment, that means that I'm paying attention to all my five senses, like extremely. So that means like, you know, if you were like, so you write a book and you might talk about like, you know, the breeze, the smell, the whatever, you know, whatever might be involved in the particular cinematic moment that we're talking about, right? So I actually like, so when I see life cinematically, I actually go through those senses. I don't do it like systematically, meaning I don't sit there and go, okay, Dale, what do you smell? Okay, Dale, what do you see? Okay, Dale, what do you hear? But I'm acutely aware of them all happening simultaneously and how they might unfold best as a story, a cinematic unfold. So like if, you know, like for example, if you hear a cicada just giving her shit, and so you're like, it's all this, you know, noise, and then your camera, your mind, like, so like say I see a cicada and I'm hearing the cicada, right? I think about them. So I might be like dragging my eyes along something and then I see a cicada. Then the whole sound and that whole moment just became a cinematic moment for me. And so it kind of almost like, you know, where it's kind of retrospective. The other thing I do is I'll actually flip things around and actually see something that I think is cinematic, and that there's a POV interaction with it, and so then I become the character in the scene in that way.
Instead of the NPC?
Instead of the NPC, yeah, sure. Anyway, I've gone on too long about this. This isn't a writing seminar.
Why do you think that you've never wanted to be a director, if you think about things that way all the time?
Oh, I would direct in a heartbeat. It's just that I don't need to direct. You see, for me, directing has never... I'm not interested in the accolade of directing. It's never... I'm interested in the control. You know, I'm interested in helming the projects because I'm particular about my taste in that regard, and I feel very strong about... I feel very strong in my ability to deliver. And so I don't want to...
So you do want to be a director?
Well, I will be a director in terms of like necessity or opportunity. So it's not that I don't want to be a director. It's that the need has not come. Hi, Kiara. Great to see you. Thank you for the likes.
Claire wants to know, are you and RD on bad terms at the moment? It came across like you're two people whose lives are meant to always be connected in some way.
We're not talking. You know, Edie Robb sent that email that said, leave us alone. And ever since...
You're like...
I haven't heard from RD much.
You know,
we have spoken. His father just passed. And I reached out to him. He did not respond. And his father and I knew each other very well.
This is when I forgot what I was going to say earlier. This is what I meant to say, and that's you know, when I met you, you did a lot of people pleasing, and I think that it's really, really common for people who have histories of abuse in their childhood, where they're always trying to manage other people's emotions, and they'll sacrifice and constantly try and make other people more comfortable because it does function as self-preservation.
Yeah.
And I think that you were doing that a lot. Like I recall a lot of you had friends that were asking you of things that were just really like for instance, RD came over to I was living with you, but I'd only just started living with you. And he came over at midnight and was like, "Bro, we got to talk." And he had you out of your house in the middle of the night in his car for like 2 hours while you guys were talking. And I was like, oh man, this must be really serious. And then when you came back in, I was like, what happened? Like, is he okay? Is everything okay? And it was basically just a conversation you guys could have had at the office the very next day. But you were fine to do it because you're always so giving. I think you had a lot of people in your life that were constantly taking advantage of that. And I know that maybe you feel a little bit more isolated now, which is obviously not ideal. Maybe you feel like you have since said goodbye to some relationships that you had for a really long time. But I have noticed that you've become a lot more, your self-determination has improved. Like, you are definitely somebody who is now focused entirely on your goals, what you want to do. And you're no longer like bogged down by constantly trying to like manage everything so that other people are happy. And I just feel like that's a win, at least in this stage in your life. Like, who knows if it's going to change again. But I feel like you're so self-sacrificial, and you've stopped being that a little bit, and it's a good thing. Well,
it's true. I have been. And, having all these people drop out of my life has lessened my burdens for sure in a lot of different ways.
I know you too. Like, as soon as you have like a in-person social life again, you're gonna be doing everything,
like giving all my shit away.
You're gonna be spending all your time helping everybody out.
There's a guy, there's a writer trying to hire me right now, and I don't know how to do it. Like, he's like, I want to pay you, and I want to pay you well, and I'm like, let's just talk about that another time. I'm broke. I need money. I'm like, we'll just talk about that another time.
I know. I'm also super, super uncomfortable talking about money.
Well, I also just I don't know what to do. I don't know how to put value on this. Like, to me, it's priceless. It's like, how much is this worth? I'm like, fucking, you don't have enough money, buddy. And so let's not even, like, to me, that's what it is. It's my life, this is my life. And it's also, I'm also at that age now where it's like, anything I give to you in terms of my time is super precious. And so if you take time from me, like my landlord just sent me a new portal thing that they're going to do.
You're going to spend time signing up.
I got to fucking sign up. I got to fucking put in all my credentials again.
It's going to take me like an hour of my day.
Yeah. And it's a new system.
That'll be $300.
It's a new system. Exactly. Like, if I was a fucking attorney, that would cost you fucking $1,000, and I got to pay you $1,000 for you to just eat up my time. Oh, by the way, I have this new thing you got to go spend an hour of your life on because it makes my life fucking easier. When I had the landlord that I liked well enough, I just had to fucking, I had his bank account, and I just dropped it in his bank account, and that was the end of it.
So this fucking
now this guy's got systems. Yeah. He has systems that we have to follow. And it's like, he's not a bad guy or anything. I'm not bagging on him personally. It's just like, it's just that his thing means my fucking time.
Yeah.
And my time to me is my everything now. It's like,
that's right.
When your first 30 years, you're like, you can give that shit away all day. You'd be like, fuck yeah, I got so much of this shit. What do you need? But you're fucking 55 years old. You're like, brother, no. Man. I would rather sit here and breathe through the nose, out through the mouth, than do anything for you, fucking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're putting some cash on the table.
That's right.
I don't know why I'm swearing so much. I'm sorry.
It's because Mars is in Virgo, bro. It's sweary weather. Swear weather. Claire is asking, was Jeremy friends with Leo after everything that happened? And do you think it affected his career?
Was Jeremy friends with Leo?
After everything that happened?
No, Jeremy was not friends with Leo after everything that happened. Jeremy went on our side. He was on our side, though, for all of it.
Cosmic Urgency is asking, I think talking about Edie Robb, sent you an email to leave them alone?
Yeah. She did. It was real nice.
Yeah.
She's
also...
fucking class act.
She also says a lot of things that I don't think she really thinks through. Like, she was like... what was she? She was like, you need to stop what you're doing. But if you were going to continue, I will give you advice about it.
Claire, you can ask all the questions you want. That's hilarious. You can watch all. You can ask all the questions you want, Claire. I'm happy to do them. I'm gonna read another cutscene. I'm gonna read the opening.
Okay.
This is.
Do you want to nix my camera?
Oh, I can. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read this new scene. This is another scene that got cut. This is the opening to... This is an alternative opening to the book. In my first draft of the book, I wrote... I had some of my childhood in flashbacks. And so this scene, I cut and replaced with the Jeff Goldblum opening. Because I felt like I needed to get... I felt like... I'm calling it a Hollywood memoir. I need to get the show on the
celebrities.
Yeah, I got to add celebrities. So here we go. This is the opening, the old opening to the book, and Angela did actually help me on this a little bit with some editing, so it's a little more refined. The first time I ever went to the United States, I was probably 10 years old. My father was a long-distance trucker, often driving for weeks at a time, but once in a while he'd get a short trip, usually hauling yeast or apples up north to some small Canadian towns, and occasionally he'd take me and my brother along with him. On one occasion, he invited me to Baudette, Minnesota, a U.S. town just 3 hours southeast of my hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba. It was rare to be invited on a trip with my dad, but a trip to the States was once in a lifetime. It was such a big deal that when I showed up for school the Monday following, everybody already knew I had gone. The week before, I was just another poor kid from the North End, but now, suddenly, people were talking about me. Even James, the most popular kid in school, couldn't resist the lure. It was a status changer. "Hey, how's it going?" asked James as he approached. I was standing by the boot scraper, shivering my ass off, waiting for the school doors to be unlocked. "Hey, man," I said, my breath making smoke and crystals. "Heard you were in the States this weekend with your dad." James didn't have a dad. "Yeah, we went to Minnesota," I said. "That's pretty wicked. What'd you guys do?" We drove around mostly. We ate at a restaurant." "Wicked. Did you talk to any Americans?" I nodded and wiped my runny nose with my sleeve. "The waitress," I said. "She had a funny accent." "Did you buy anything?" "No, but my dad let me keep this." I pulled a neatly folded American dollar from my front pocket. "Whoa, that is fucking wicked." James reached for the dollar and snatched it out of my hand before I could pull it back. "I won't steal it," he said. "I just want to look at it." He unfolded the bill and looked at it more closely. Then he held it up to the sun. "It feels different from our money, eh?" "Yeah," I said. "Smells different too." He sniffed it. "Yeah, I guess it does." "Can I have it back now, please?" He handed the money back to me. I said I wasn't going to steal it. Relax there, boy. I didn't bother telling him about the best part of my trip. It wasn't the American breakfast or the server with the funny accent. It wasn't the dirty American dollar burning a hole in my pocket either. It was an encounter with a majestic owl. We had just arrived at the U.S. border a couple of hours before sunrise. It was a cold winter morning. The moon was almost full and it hung low in the hazy winter sky like a dimmed spotlight. My dad went into the U.S. Customs to sort out his paperwork while I waited in the truck under strict orders to stay put. I rolled my window down and breathed in the cold American air. It felt different to me somehow, even though I knew it couldn't be. Being on the edge of America was thrilling, but it was also a terrible tease. I wanted to see a big city with skyscrapers and giant shopping malls. I wanted to drive through neighborhoods and watch Americans in the wild. I desperately wanted to get out of the truck and plant my feet on the ground and feel the United States of America under my feet. I scanned the area, observing the American versions of trees, buildings, roads, streetlights. Everything was glittering and pristine from a fresh sheet of snow, American snow. Then I froze on a shiny, wonderful sight. Perched atop a sign that read, "Welcome to the United States of America," was a massive, snowy owl. The black and gray flecks on its wings and back looked like a king's cape thrown over broad shoulders. It turned its head slowly toward me and fixed its eyes on mine, and we remained locked on one another until my dad exited customs a moments later. The owl's head swiveled to my father, who was looking down at his paperwork, unaware of the bird watching him closely. Then, it bounced. Then, when the owl decided my dad had gotten too close, it unfolded its great wings and lifted up off the sign. Everything slowed. My father tilted his head up toward the owl as it flapped above, the owl's wingspan dwarfing him. For an instant, I could see them both framed perfectly in the windscreen of my dad's white Freightliner. It was beautiful, like a painting. And then in an instant, the owl was gone. My dad started talking before climbing up into the cab. I couldn't hear him over the gurgling diesel engine, so I stretched over the center console to get my eyes on his lips. "Did you see that thing?" he said with his lips. "Yeah, holy crap, Dad. That was so cool." He pulled himself up on the cab and behind the wheel. In one fluid motion, he managed to close the door, engage the clutch, and, after a couple of tries, grind the truck into first gear. The truck rumbled forward as he eased off the clutch. "That was a great white owl, Dale," he said. "It looked right at me, Dad, right into my eyes." "Did it really?" "I swear." "That means something, son." "It does?" "Oh, absolutely. Those birds are extremely rare." "What does it mean?" "I'm not sure, but it means something, I can tell you that much." My dad shifted gears and the truck gained some momentum. "And just like that," he said, while bouncing in his spring-loaded seat, "you're in the United States, kiddo." He glanced at me with a big smile and then started cranking on his giant steering wheel. "I love it here," I said. "How do you know? You're not even 2 clicks into the country yet." I shrugged. "I just do." I adjusted in my seat. It was hard to sit still with so much excitement pumping through me. "I'm going to move here one day," I said. My dad snarled. "Why the fuck would you do that?" "Why wouldn't I? America is so cool." "Canada is cool too." "No, it's not." I turned from my father back to the scene outside my window. "Canada is boring." My dad waved me off with a hiss, hit the left blinker under his steering wheel, and eased the truck back onto the highway. "You watch too much goddamn TV, you know that?" The end.
Yay! Bravo!
I haven't read that in a while. Leo Edit said, "Owls are so cool to me." Yeah, that was a really cool moment, man. I mean, fuck. I don't know how many snowy owls you've seen in your life, but they are beautiful. I never forgot it.
It's a really cute detail that your dad is very authoritatively telling you what kind of owl it was, and he's wrong.
Yeah.
What does he call it?
He calls it a great white owl.
There's no such thing?
There's no such thing as a great white owl, no.
He thinks that it's a great white shark.
They don't exist. The great white owls are
that's really cute.
A figment.
That's an adorable detail about like a dad, like a know-it-all dad.
Yeah. I've been wanting to share these with you, and it's a nice slow night for it, so I hope you don't mind.
Hey, so on your thumbnail you're talking about some other stuff. So
let's talk about the really important shit.
Andy Serkis is directing a movie. He's directing, we talked about it. Let me get Angela on here, guys. Thank you. Angela? World, Angela. Yes. Andy Serkis is directing a Lord of the Rings movie, and I'm going to watch that shit, of course. And it's The Hunt for Gollum. I used to say...
You said part 1 and part 2, which is a spoiler. Part 2 is a spoiler.
That they're still hunting for
You can't hunt for Gollum and have a part 2 and not be spoiling part 1.
That's really funny. You know how like every now and then you encounter somebody who makes small talk by asking questions about like your top 5s, Yeah. Somebody asked like, who's your favorite actor? And I used to always say Andy Serkis because I always felt like it was a great crime against all artistry that he wasn't given his flowers for being so incredible as an actor, because he was doing all of these like CGI movies. Yeah. But if you ever see like the behind the scenes and stuff of him acting, like he's fucking doing it. Like the circus can do it. Andy Serkis is playing those characters that he's all the CGI characters that he's doing.
No, he plays them vividly.
So incredible.
Yeah, he's all fucking wired up.
Did you ever see the one where the behind the scenes footage of him as Gollum catching a fish in a stream?
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen this, you have to. Andy Serkis literally throws himself into a stream and then flops around on his back and his stomach and like tries to swim down the stream to catch a fish.
It's pretty great.
An imaginary fish. He's just so committed.
Yeah, he's a brilliant dude.
He's definitely like one of the best around. So I'm glad that he's
one of the very, very best.
Works with him, recognizes that, and that they're promoting his work, and he gets to be a director if he wants to be that, or anything he wants to be.
Oh, here we go. All right. Well, Cosmic Urgency says we need to see Dead Alive if we have not yet seen it. I have not.
Okay.
It's a Peter Jackson movie. It's a 1992 Peter Jackson movie. And I definitely want to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, Cosmic Urgency said that Peter Jackson is, let me see. Peter Jackson needs to make another splatter movie before he croaks. Peter Jackson is a horror icon.
Yeah, I've never seen any of his horror. I saw...
You could skip Bad Taste.
Heavenly Creatures and loved it.
It's such like a B movie. You can kind of see like how he developed his directing sensibilities a little bit, If you haven't liked or subscribed, please give it a go for us if you don't mind. We're trudging up the mountain with this bag of dreams. So what else about your thumbnail?
Yeah, Andy Serkis, and then the other thing on there is our man, Freddy Krueger.
Oh,
Robert Englund,
my man.
He's
our man, Freddy Krueger.
He's everybody's man.
In your dreams, Dale.
No, I hope not. I'll tell you what, A Nightmare on Elm Street. So Freddy Krueger is getting Robert Englund is getting his star. I think Freddy should get his own star, don't you? Don't you?
Character?
Yeah, it's happened before for sure.
I mean, I don't know.
Snoopy's got a fucking star.
Obviously, the stars on the
Mickey Mouse has a fucking star.
I know. Obviously, the stars on the Walk of Fame are fake, but like, can we not just like award characters? Somebody has to go accept the award. So I'm glad it's him.
Robert Englund in makeup would go. He would go up and be like, "Hey guys, I'll get you guys later tonight." So
that was good. That almost sounded like Beetlejuice.
There's two. I can do a pretty good Beetlejuice. There's two movies that scared me in the theater. No, I didn't see A Nightmare on Elm Street in the theater. Actually, I saw that on video. It was like a rental, and I was terrified. Mm-hmm. I was
really like that one too.
I couldn't. That first one was just absolutely the most terrorizing thing.
The whole concept of him being able to access his victims through their dreams.
Well, we've all tried to stay awake, So trying to induce insomnia is a form of self-torture. So there was just that perfect tension of like you're trying to keep yourself awake, and then when you don't, you fall asleep. You're not off. And I loved how they were able to make like everything like it didn't happen. They're like, oh fuck, that was close. And all of a sudden it's like,
right.
You're like, no, please God, no. So that one and Scream.
It was one of the really, really great like horror concepts to have the guy victimize you in your dreams. That's pretty awesome.
Scream got me too.
Scream did?
Destroyed me.
Really?
I had to leave. Listen, no one...
I always thought it was the corniest mask. Well... Like, as soon as there was, like, the reveal...
It was not the mask that scared me.
I know, but I was, like, the reveal happened, and I was like, oh, what is this, like, Party City shit?
So, I saw Scream. So, they... Miramax released, or Dimension released that movie so brilliantly. They did New York and LA first. And they did, like, two to 5 screens in each city. That was it. And... So I was at the Laemmle 5 and it was playing there, and I didn't know anybody who was in it. I mean, I knew David Arquette, but I didn't even know he was in it. I don't even remember. I think the poster was like, it didn't even have actors on it.
Right.
I was just like, fuck it, I'll go see this. Because that was back in the day where you'd go and you'd see a poster and, you'd go and fucking go watch a movie.
The marketing really told everybody it was a Drew Barrymore movie.
I guess didn't even know she was in it. That's how... What I'm talking about, like I didn't even know she was in it.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I saw her in it and I was like, oh shit, Drew Barrymore's in this. This is going to be good. Not expecting for a minute that she was about to completely be gutted.
Spoiler? Dale, that's a spoiler.
Come on, bro.
You can't just spoil every movie we talk about.
You brought it up, dude.
I said his mask looked like Party City. Is that a spoiler?
So, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man. I couldn't get over the phone calls, the watching her inside the house. I almost had to leave. I almost left. That was the only horror film that almost made me leave.
I'm amazed you were like so affected by Scream.
I almost left the theater.
Scream was so weird to me that when they did the parody of it, you know, the Scary Movie parodies, I was like, yeah, kind of the same. It just seemed ridiculous to me.
I think you saw it after the hype. I think you saw it before. Like I saw it before anyone even knew what it was. It was except that it was a horror film by Dementia Films is.
That's how we knew. I'll go to the doctor.
There's some PC shit.
He called it Dementia Films.
He called it Dementia Films. He might be on his way out this one.
Cosmic Urgency wants to know if you've seen The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox. That's a Peter Jackson movie too. You've seen it? Did you like it?
I did.
How many pineapples?
I don't remember it that well to give it any pineapples.
Okay. And then
but I remember liking it fine.
Peter Jackson wrote Nightmare on Elm Street sequel that wasn't made. So desperately want to read that script.
I wrote a Children of the Corn that got made.
You did?
Yeah.
What are you? Is that a makeup brush?
No. It's a lens brush.
Oh, well, don't put it on your nose.
Oh, you're right. What have I done? Fuck.
You're going to get nose streaks all over your
Dale,
lenses.
what are you doing? I think I saw... Oh, there's Dr. Susan is here. Hi, Dr. Susan. She said so nice.
Wait, I
don't know
what
what
you
that's
just
about.
glossed over that.
What?
You wrote a Children of the Corn script?
Here's how the story goes.
That they made?
Edie Robb represented John Franklin. John Franklin is in the original Children of the Corn. He plays Isaac.
The creepy kid.
The creepy kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met John, and I was like, what up, John? You're a cool motherfucker. And he was like, you're a cool motherfucker too, except he didn't say it like that. He said, I like you too, Dale. He was a very pleasant man. He had a boyfriend named Tim, and I liked them both.
Timmy Two Toes.
It was not Timmy Two Toes. That's a different Timmy Two Toes. That's Travis Kelce's friend. John Franklin. Immediately, I was like, I have to work with him somehow, you know, because he was in my favorite. That's another movie that scared me just beyond.
Children of the Corn.
Oh my God! Please, He Who Walks Behind the Rose. Oh my God, he wants you too, Malachi. Are you kidding me? Killed me. That was John Franklin delivered that line, bro. I made doo-doo in my pants when he did that shit. So meeting him was extraordinary. And what was really interesting about meeting him was that he was so fucking old. He's like 30 some odd in that movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's a little person guy.
He's just short.
He's not like a little person, meaning like he's not like going to be in the next, he's not like an Oompa Loompa like cast member kind of guy, but he's like one of those tiny guys. I don't know how else to put it. He's not a dwarf. He's short, but he's really and thin as fuck. Like this guy is tiny in every possible way. So
those people have good careers in Hollywood because they can play kids and do stunts and stuff that kids can't do.
I told you all about my metaphysical past, right? Like where I studied the metaphysics. So I was like, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a movie. I'm going to write a treatment right now. And I just I got into my head about how John Franklin's character, Isaac, comes back as a spirit through this channel. And so I wrote this whole fucking treatment, did it all, whatever. And then here's what fucking happened. Well, so I was like, okay, well, I'll produce it. I didn't need to write it because it was just like a concept film for me, you know. I wasn't going to sit down and write. I wanted to produce the script. I didn't want to write the script. I was busy. This was when things were good for me. I was going to be writing art house films and stuff. And so John Franklin, RD set John Franklin up at Dimension to pitch it. Right? So me and RD would produce. I get a story by because I wrote the treatment. And then we sent John Franklin, put him on a plane, sent him to New York, and I went home to visit my family in Canada. John Franklin told Miramax that I wasn't involved. He rewrote the treatment and put his name on it and went to fucking Miramax.
You can't fucking do that.
Yeah, of course he can't. It was just ridiculous.
So what happened?
Well, I found out that Edie Robb actually told him to do it.
Oh my God! Of course.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's horrible.
She said, since Dale's not going to be there.
In the meeting.
In the meeting, because I didn't care to be in the meeting. I was like, fuck, I'll produce the movie, bro.
Okay, so steal your work because you're not going to attend a meeting?
Can you believe it? So I had to write to Miramax. So I had to write a letter to Miramax and say, hey, listen, I don't want to like start something here, but this is my fucking treatment. I showed them my treatment. And then they wrote me a check for $30,000 and said, okay, we'll call it a day. And then I was supposed to be credited. I was supposed to get a producer credit too because it was my idea.
Yeah.
But I didn't get one and I didn't care because the movie is just shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, I wrote that. That's my story. Adapted by John Franklin and terribly so.
It was your treatment, but they wrote a screenplay.
They wrote a screenplay that I didn't get to develop. I never even read a draft of it because as soon as they did that,
so that's their problem.
I was done with John Franklin at that point. I was like, dude, I'm not going to work with you.
No, of course not. You can't
fucking
trust somebody like that.
You cheated me, dude.
Yeah, you're like.
I was doing you a favor. Like nobody was ever going to bring Isaac back. It's Children of the Corn.
That's really funny.
Agatha is here. Agatha says, hello, Dale. It's Agatha. Nice to be on your live tonight. What are you guys talking about? Angela, you look gorgeous. Hello to you, too. Well, that's really sweet. Well, we're talking about everything and anything. I'm a filmmaker. I wrote and produced a movie called Don's Plum starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. I ended up in a 30-year dispute that ended up becoming the subject of the book behind me called Too Real a Hollywood Memoir. And, we log on here and we talk shit. With a bunch of other people about what's going on in Hollywood. And occasionally I, read some of my work and cry. Welcome.
I think Agatha's been with us before.
Are you guys meant to be live or by accident? I don't know if you answer questions or not. I'm sorry, Dale. We are live. Yeah, this is interactive. Yeah, we ask questions. Young said, when did this happen? What happened?
The Children of the Corn.
Oh, when did this happen? That was 1990. Well, I guess it was after some of the commotion of Don's Plum then. It was probably like 1996 or 1997. Well, let's go look it up. Let's go see when the movie got made because it was years before the movie got made. Let's see. John Franklin. That fucker. I was like, man, everybody is just a dick.
I can't believe it.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I was resurrecting. This guy was literally, he actually had a writing job. He got hired by somebody to do some writing, and it didn't look like a good gig to me. And I was like, dude, you need to be, acting.
Well, I mean, a lot of things.
And yeah, he dicked me over.
I got you. Jesus.
Okay, writer. He has 3 titles.
They're such thieves.
Oh shit! I know. Why, bro?
Yeah, I know. I mean, like. When Justin Baldoni was like, he got sued for stealing a sick guy's life story,
Yeah.
People shouldn't have been surprised because that happens all the time, and you just sue for it.
Right.
Is that the only recourse? Is there anything that a writer could do before suing to keep somebody from stealing their intellectual property?
Well, I was writing on somebody else's property because this is Stephen King's property licensed by somebody else. So it's called Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. It was supposed to be called Children of the Corn, Isaac's Return. That was the name of my treatment, I believe. It gets a 3.5.
Oh, but it was the 6th in the series?
It was the 5th, I thought.
What? It's got to be the 6th if they're calling it the 666.
Yeah, see, there's his boyfriend Tim Sulka and John Franklin.
So I had to look this up. Children of the Corn originally is written by Stephen King. The story was first published in the March 1977 issue of Penthouse magazine.
Yes, I knew this.
It was later included in his 1978 collection Night Shift.
Yeah, I knew this. I knew about the Penthouse magazine. That's not where I read it, though. Anyway, isn't that kind of cool trivia? But I wrote that stupid-ass movie. I wrote this treatment, and oh boy. It would have been a good movie. So let me tell you, the movie I had planned for Children of the Corn, that was going to make it to the big screen. As a matter of fact, my pitch was so goddamn good that Dimension said to John Franklin, if you pull the screenplay off, we're going to do a theatrical release. I got so mad. You fucking fools.
That's a neat story.
Yeah.
I think you don't tell people enough, like when you're writing like your little bios that have to belong everywhere now, like on whatever website or whatever.
Yeah.
You're always leaving out that you did all of this business in Hollywood. I think that people think that you just did the one.
The only thing I have is a faded old contract from Miramax to prove it.
Oh yeah, but you don't have to prove it. You could just. What I'm saying is you don't claim it. You don't claim that you did all of these amazing things.
No, I don't.
Like those are really big. Selling a treatment to Dimension Films is that's a big fucking deal. Like a lot of people.
Dude, I made $30,000 in one day. I came up with the idea. I was sitting at a desk. No, sorry. I was laying in bed next to Angela, and I was like, I got it. I know what I'm gonna do. I woke up the next morning, and I wrote the treatment because beside my bed I have a notepad, so I just made some quick notes, and then the next day I wrote the treatment, and that made me $30,000. I have yet to make $30,000 in a day again in my life, but I did that day. It's pretty cool.
Delicate's back.
Yeah, she's at 1.25 speed from the beginning.
That's so great. I wonder, does it distort your voice? Have you heard it?
Dale from the future says hello to Delicate in the past.
I don't think it distorts your voice, actually. I think I've
yeah, it's got to get a little higher. I'm going to do this for her. Oh, you're doing it at 1.25? You'll never get,
Wouldn't that be funny? We just both started talking like really fast and moving really fast. So then when she just like takes off.
I'm already pretty twitchy. So
I know. What, are you drinking coffee over there? So, anyway, I'm sorry I digressed. I made this episode all about me. You know why? Because we had like 58 guests today or 60 guests today instead of the normal like 200 or 300 that we get when I talk shit about Baldoni.
Do you want to talk about the Emmys?
Yeah, let's talk about the Emmys, bro. Pedro got nominated, that motherfucker. He had 3 major releases at 50 years old. Pedro Balmaceda, Pedro Pascal had 3 major releases in 6 weeks and got nominated for an Emmy, bro. Like, this motherfucker is having it.
Yep.
His quote was, "I'm having a really great time." Like 100% perfect. Like Pedro-ism. I'm having a really great time.
He is really good at making it all very simple and clear. Like when he said, "I just think it's all a little weird for a 50-year-old man to get this much attention." It's just adorable.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
So one of our favorite shows that we've been watching.
How do I like block people?
I know you can't. One of our favorite shows that we've been watching got snubbed at the Emmys, and it was people have been very surprised that it hasn't been nominated yet, and that is The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh yeah, like we're back on this topic because I'm mad.
Yeah, I know.
I love that show. I love it. I love the way that they messed with the church on that show. Like they took it to the church in every possible way. They showed every hypocrisy of evangelical America. I mean, and great. Let me tell you, man, I did that shit.
Yes.
I made a Christian film, bro. I stood in them goddamn fucking mega churches. Dudes invading my space and grabbing my hand, Angela.
I know.
I was just standing there, a dude.
I know. You make such a big deal out of it. It really does sound weird when you complain about it.
A stranger grabbed my hand and held it.
You're in a church, Dale.
It's a very intimate thing to do.
Yeah, I know.
I don't hold hands with strangers.
Were you in a church, or was it just like a church function outside? Like, I don't know.
Tanner says he wants an Uncle Baby Billy show.
Spin-off?
Come on.
Come on now. It's the Uncle Baby Billy
Uncle Baby Billy show. Come on now. Yo, fuck this. I'm not going to make this TV. Fuck TV. I love him, man. He was just so brilliant.
You're going to pump your fist a lot.
Angela said that Goggins should have hosted the Emmys.
Yeah.
Since they snubbed the show entirely. It didn't get one Emmy nomination.
You know what's so great about if Uncle Baby Billy was hosting the Emmys is that he had so many really extravagant costumes from the show.
I know.
So you know how
best wardrobe ever.
You know that the host
Liberace's in fucking heaven going, wow, damn, G.
Those award show hosts, they have to do like 40 costume changes. Well, they have one of his for the whole time. For the whole show.
All right, tell me about the nominees.
Okay, the nominees.
And the nominees are. Let's hear it. Let's talk. Let's talk Hollywood nominees.
Let's talk Hollywood nominees.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so there's it's a lot of shows that we don't know about, but Severance got nominated a bunch. White Lotus got nominated a bunch. The Studio has broken a record for most nominations. Are you with me?
Yeah. Who did?
The Studio.
We have to watch it, huh?
You have to watch it. Also,
guess they're not going to hire me if they're doing so good.
Okay, so what do you want to hear? What category do you want to hear about? I got you.
Let's go down, bro, you know.
All right, lead actor.
Oh, lead actor.
In a limited or anthology series or movie.
Oh, in limited?
Yes.
Or anthology series or movie.
Yeah.
A limited movie. Okay. All right.
Like a TV movie, because it's the Emmys.
Limited.
So it's a TV movie or a limited series.
Okay, all right.
Or an anthology.
All right.
So Colin Farrell in The Penguin, he gets nominated a bunch for that.
Let me see something. Go ahead. Cosmic Urgency is giving me blocking abilities. I'm going to try this here. Oh, right here maybe? No, because when I do that, it just says channel activity. Go to channel. Pin message. No, that's not the one. Put user on timeout. Hide user on this channel. Is that what that means? Hide user on this channel? Let's try that. This user's messages will be hidden.
This is the person that keeps popping up, though.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to get rid of them.
They have like a bunch of different
Anyway,
accounts.
So the Studio, I'm sorry.
Okay, so lead actor is Colin Farrell for The Penguin.
Yeah.
Stephen Graham in Adolescence.
Did you see him? Colin Farrell as the Penguin?
Well, no, and nobody sees him because he's in this whole...
He just gets nominated for every fucking thing. It's like, you know...
No, he's good.
He's good.
But it's kind of weird that he's wearing a whole bodysuit, so it's like...
Danny DeVito should have got nominated.
Stephen Graham for Adolescence, who broke our heart, who tore our heart into a gazillion.
I love that show. I love the way it ended. It was like indie. It was like sort of like high level like indie film meets studio television production.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Really worked.
Jake Gyllenhaal in a show called Presumed Innocent that I've only just heard of now.
What's it called?
Presumed Innocent.
Oh. And who's in it?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jakey G?
He's nominated. Jakey G.
He was there.
Another series called Dope Thief, or movie, or
Dope
anthology.
Thief.
I don't know. Brian Tyree Henry. Cooper Koch for Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. Okay, lead actress.
Okay.
Cate Blanchett for Disclaimer.
I hope she says something about leaf blowers if she wins. And how they should be removed from they are the scourge of humanity.
This award is for my team and not for leaf blowers.
I would love to send like a bunch of leaf blowers to all those Baldoni shills just outside their studios.
No, because then you'd be victimizing the birds and the bugs and everything.
I hate leaf blowers. It's true.
Okay, Megan Fahey for Sirens. Rashida Jones for Black Mirror.
Oh.
Kristen Milotti for The Penguin, who I think everybody is...
Oh, the movie's called The Penguin?
Nope, the show.
Oh, it's the show. It's called The Penguin.
Michelle Williams in something called Dying for Sex.
Me too.
Heyo!
Heyo! I love Michelle Williams, and she was so great in Blue Velvet that... is that the name of that?
Yeah, I think
so.
No, Blue Velvet.
No, that's Dave Lynch. In Blue Valentine? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is it?
Is that her?
Yeah, Michelle Williams is in that.
Okay.
With Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
She's so fantastic in it. Just absolutely remarkable. I thought that movie was top shelf.
Well, maybe she'll win an Emmy for Dying for Sex.
May she win them all.
Okay, supporting actor Javier Bardem for Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story.
I guess we got to watch that. You know.
So too, yeah. Bill Camp in Presumed Innocent. Owen Cooper in Adolescence. That's the boy.
He was brilliant.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It was his first thing.
And I feel bad for him.
He's nominated for an Emmy in his first thing.
I feel bad for him because few kids who do that well in their first thing go on to continue.
I hope he'll be fine.
I don't know. You know, we'll see. I feel bad for him.
Rob Delaney in Dying for Sex. Peter Sarsgaard in Presumed Innocent. Ashley Walters in Adolescence. Ashley Walters.
Presumption of innocence is a legal term.
Ashley Walters, I think, was the interviewer in Adolescence. Okay. Supporting actress in a limited...
Well, we knew Adolescence was going to be coming for it.
Yep.
And there they are.
Okay, so supporting actress in a limited or anthology series or movie. Erin Doherty in Adolescence. And Christine Tremarco in Adolescence.
Oh.
So that's the daughter and the mother.
Yeah. That fucking show. Dude, we recommended it as soon as we saw it, didn't we?
Yep.
We told everybody, get up on it. Get up on it. Come on now. Come on now.
Let's see.
Uncle Baby Billy. Watches that show every day.
Jenny Slate is nominated.
Jenny Slate?
Yeah, from It Ends With Us. Okay, I'm going to move on. Okay, directing for a limited...
Titanic Edits is with us. She's coming as Rose Dawson in YouTube.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
They got married.
They got married. It happened.
Okay, so the directors, directing for a limited or anthology series or movie. So the director of Adolescence,
Yeah.
Dying for Sex, The Penguin, Sirens, and Zero Day. Those directors. I don't... Sorry, I can't pick one. I guess we'll go with Adolescence. That's the one we saw.
It's super good to see you, Titanic Addicts. I think about you often. So glad when you come around.
Yeah. Best writing for a limited or anthology series or movie. Adolescence, Black Mirror, Dying for Sex, The Penguin, Say Nothing. Never heard of it.
Well, since I've only seen one of those, I'm voting for it. Adolescence all the way. Let's go. Well, I can say with a certain amount of confidence that it's brilliantly written and it's hard to top.
Okay, let's see. Television movies. Have you seen any of these? Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy.
Didn't know it exists. I'm a Bridget Jones fan, though.
Are you really?
Fuck yeah, I love those movies.
I didn't know this about you.
Well, I love the first one. I thought the first one. Hey, I love brilliant screenwriting.
I've never
seen. And Bridget Jones' Diary is brilliant screenwriting. Mm. Like some of the best screenwriting you'll ever experience is Bridget Jones' Diary. 100%.
The Gorge, Mountainhead, Nanas, and Rebel Ridge. I heard a bunch of people talking about Rebel Ridge being amazing, but I haven't heard of these other.
Tanner didn't know that Black Mirror even had a new season.
Well, now you know.
Bro.
The Emmys have told you.
Shit's going on.
Okay, lead actress in a comedy series.
Yes.
Uzo Aduba for The Residents. Kristen Bell for Nobody Wants This.
Oh, good for her.
Quinta Brunson.
Quinta.
Abbott Elementary.
I think it's Quinta. I don't know I don't know how to say words.
Ayo Edebiri for The Bear. Jean Smart for Hacks. I think they won a bunch of Emmys last year for Hacks. Lead actor in a comedy series, Adam Brody, Nobody Wants This. Seth Rogen in The Studio.
There you go.
Jason Segel in Shrinking. We saw a couple episodes of that one.
I didn't like it.
I know.
I was like, it was like Jason Segel was trying to be Forgetting Sarah Marshall in a TV series 10 years later, whatever it was.
Martin Short in Only Murders in the Building, and Jeremy Allen White in The Bear.
I think I can fix that show, though.
The Bear is a comedy? I don't think that anybody refers to that show as a comedy.
I think I could fix that show.
What show?
The one with Jason Segel. I can fix it. If they need a fixer, I'm the guy.
Maybe it's been fixed. We didn't see. I mean, it's nominated, so maybe it doesn't need.
Hey, whatever.
Maybe they're fine.
They need me. They need me.
Again, weird comedy series nominations and no Righteous Gemstones. Kind of weird. I'm just saying.
How do you not have the fucking Righteous Gemstones?
Like nobody?
Like not one of them. First of all,
the girl that plays Judy, that woman, I called her a girl.
Yeah, she'd probably be thrilled to hear that.
She kind of plays one.
She plays a girl. She does.
She's so funny, so weird. It's so uncomfortable the whole time. Like that's really hard to pull off on a TV show. Okay, supporting actor in a comedy series. Ike Barinholtz for The Studio. Coleman Domingo, The Four Seasons. Harrison Ford for Shrinking.
It's his first nomination in his entire career, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, for an Emmy.
Who?
Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
It's his first Emmy nomination
really?
of his career. Yeah, because he's a movie star, bro. He was like, I don't do TV until like he's like the Beatles, like getting to iTunes. You know. You know what I mean.
I don't recognize these other ones.
More beverage.
Jeff Hiller for Somebody Somewhere. Evan Moss Bachrach for The Bear. Michael Urie.
We got to watch all these.
Bowen Yang, Saturday Night Live. He's the only person nominated from Saturday Night Live.
Who? Which one?
Bowen Yang.
He's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He's he's relentlessly hilarious, actually, and I love how he's like totally on PC, and he's like pulling it off, because it's like so hard to be like that, you know.
We got a bunch of supporting actress in a comedy. 2 people from Abbott Elementary, 2 women from The Studio, Shrinking, Hacks, The Bear, and yeah, that's it. Pretty much a sweep. This is amazing. Guest actor in a comedy series. 1 nomination for Josh Barenthal for The Bear, and then everybody else from the studio.
Wow.
Dave Franco, Bryan Cranston, Ron Howard, Anthony Mackie, and Martin Scorsese.
Oh fuck! I was like, I'm gonna write on that show. Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese has a guest actor nomination for an Emmy in a comedy series. That's amazing. What do you got? It's so you know you have no, like, I know I have no shot of running on that show anyway, but like to hear like how my, like, I have like beyond no shot, like I can't even apply, like don't apply. It breaks my heart because everyone was like, oh, you should be writing on the studio because of my dialogue and my ability. Maybe you do, bro. There's a lot of writers.
It's been a heartbreaking day, and it somehow continues.
Oh, you're breaking your own heart with this thing.
Yeah, I break my own heart. It's true. I rip it to fucking shreds on a daily basis.
You come up with like you imagine scenarios that are upsetting, and then you're like, oh, that upset me. Like, no, you upset you.
Claire's asking if I've met Adam Brody. I have met Adam Brody.
Oh yeah, was he nice?
Yeah, very.
How'd you meet him?
I don't know. It was like I can't remember exactly what the circumstances were, but I forget what RD introduced me to him. Oh wait, no, not Adam Brody, Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah, not Adam Brody. I don't know Adam Brody. I was like,
I bet that
fucking
happens to
Adam
him.
Brody. Why are you calling him Adam?
I bet that happens to him a lot.
Yeah.
Directing for a comedy series. Directing for The Bear, Hacks, Mid-Century Modern, which is a show I've never heard of. The Rehearsal.
Sounds like a house, doesn't it?
The Rehearsal and The Studio. Writing for a comedy series. Abbott Elementary, Hacks, The Rehearsal, Somebody Somewhere, The Studio, and What We Do in the Shadows. I've heard that's really funny.
I think I want to win an award. I want an award. I want to win a fucking award. Maybe I'll just make an award up for myself. I'll just make awards up. I'll give awards to everybody, including me. So I'll do like, whatever, like a whole thing about like awards. I'll have an award show. I'll do it here live. And then I'll get maybe I'll get a Lifetime Achievement Award or something.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll have an award show here. I'll make like a little paper mache statuette.
Yeah. Rose is asking, Titanic Addicts is asking if I met Jennifer Aniston. And I did meet her, but it was extremely brief and uneventful.
What was the context?
We were at Formosa, and
she was just there.
Well, I met her through one of this girl, Jen McComb, basically, who was like hanging out with all of them. So she introduced me to pretty much the entire cast.
Let's see who.
See what Claire's saying?
No,
She said, the voice of your book was similar to, in a sense, to The Studio. You should write for that show. But they just worked with Martin Scorsese. See, this is where the blacklist comes in. It's so weird to be. You want to talk about naivete? I went to Hollywood believing that if you were talented, you could win, and I felt like I was talented. I didn't think I was like the most talented guy in the world, but I felt like I was talented. And I knew, because I know how I am, that if I get into a pot, I know how to fucking fit in. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to learn and grow. You've seen it. You've witnessed it. I can learn things so quickly. And like really at a high level, learn them so quickly. Even now, at 55 years old, having smoked pounds and pounds of weed, I can still learn pretty quickly. And, anyway, forget where I was going with that. See, pounds of weed.
That's perfect. You were saying you're adaptable, that you can that you can move in new places as if you belong there, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can.
Do you want to hear whether Pedro Pascal has a chance at winning an Emmy this
Pedro Pascal is nominated for an Emmy. Well, let's hear it. Yeah.
So he's nominated for his role in The Last of Us.
The Last of Us, yeah.
He is against Sterling K. Brown in Paradise. Gary Oldman in Slow Horses.
Okay.
Adam Scott in Severance.
Oh, yeah.
And Noah Wiley?
Yeah, Noah Wiley.
In The Pit.
Noah Wiley's back, people. Noah Wiley is back. I'm getting my Noah Wiley shirt. I I don't have to worry. I don't have to be embarrassed about this tattoo anymore. Dude is back.
Your ER tattoo?
My ER tattoo. Well, I'm happy for Noah Wyle. I think that Pedro has to have a shot, but he probably doesn't have any shot at all because as popular as Last of Us is, that last season did not get love. And so it ultimately really does boil down to a popularity contest. So I think Adam Scott wins that. But I haven't seen everybody. So I can't.
Everybody in Severance is nominated, including Ben Stiller.
For director?
Yep. And best writing in a drama series, the nominees are Dan Gilroy for Andor, Joe Sachs for The Pit, R. Scott Gemmell for The Pit, Dan Erickson for Severance, Will Smith for Slow Horses. Will Smith?
Probably not the Will Smith we're talking about. He's still going through it. He probably slaps himself at this point.
And Mike White for White Lotus.
Mike White's got a good shot.
So the best drama series nominees are Andor, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, Paradise, The Pit, Severance, Slow Horses, and The White Lotus. So many.
I think Severance is going to win it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
look,
that was the song of the summer for sure.
It was the song of summer, and White Lotus, as great as White Lotus is, this third season was their weakest of the three.
Do you want to make predictions? Should we do
Well, we can't really because we can make like those, but they are guesses because I haven't seen everything.
I know.
So it's naughty.
It's also politics too.
When are the fucking Emmys?
When you make your predictions, you have to see who is represented by CAA and who isn't. And if they're not represented by CAA, then they're not going to.
Well, that's if you're betting. If you're a betting woman, and you're like, because they do this in Vegas, you can go fucking bet. You can do the research. And you got your like your algorithm that you think is going to get you the pot. You're going to get your trifecta.
Yeah. I think CAA kind of owns this shit.
Tanner thinks that Adam Scott's going to win. He was brilliant, man. That last season, really good, he fucking crushed it so hard.
But is he going to beat Gary Oldman?
I don't know because I don't know what Gary Oldman's like a fine actor. If he keeps working at it, I think he's got a shot. But
really?
Yeah, he's got a shot. He's got to keep working at it though.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen very much from him, so maybe
these young guys, I'm so sorry. It's very upsetting.
It's a little rickety around here.
Yeah, I gotta get you I gotta upgrade your pants.
Okay. It's good. It's gonna stay now.
Gary Oldman's a damn fine actor, but I don't know if that performance is gonna outdo. Look, I don't think Pedro has a shot in hell in that group.
Did you know that there's a category for host for a reality or reality competition program?
Yeah, Jeff Probst is
Does he win?
He's won, I think.
Really?
He has to.
So
he's the GOAT.
RuPaul, Mark Cuban, and the whole bunch of people from Shark Tank. They're all nominated together.
How much? I'll buy it. I'll give you $50,000 and I'll tell you to fuck off. You down?
I know. What are they all going to share an Emmy? Alan Cumming in a show called The Traitors. I'm a little sad that he's a host. I'm sure he's happy to be paid, but I think he's...
Check's a check is a check is a check is a check. Put it in the mail.
Kristen Kish for Top Chef, and Jeff Probst for Survivor.
Jeffy P.
If you guys like celebrity memoirs, Alan Cummings is really good.
Yeah,
it's a really amazing audiobook that I recommend.
I enjoyed his audiobook very much. It read very
it's a good one.
Personally. Mm-hmm. I loved it, actually.
I could keep talking about this, but I feel like this is boring.
Let's go.
Is this boring?
Come on, man. We're talking about the Emmys. The Emmys are boring.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's see. I just want to find the shows. Okay, so the Emmys for the best reality competition program: The Amazing Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, Survivor, Top Chef, The Traitors.
Honestly, I believe that we should watch all of those.
The best unstructured reality program. I didn't even know this was a category.
Yeah.
Sweethearts.
So what is it? They're just like it's a documentary.
No, these are.
What do you mean unscripted? What?
Unscripted. Like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Specifically,
it's got fucking game shows. What that is, but
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, dirty.
Welcome to Wrexham. Oh, that is Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. That's their show.
Well, they've won too much, and so that's enough already.
I wonder if these idiots online are going to start protesting the Emmys.
I wonder if
Welcome to Wrexham is nominated. They're going to be like, he can't keep winning. Short form nonfiction or reality series.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bunch of the making of, so I'm going to skip this. Okay, comedy shows, talk series. It gets a little boring down the line. Okay.
I don't even know how we're doing this live. I basically abandoned this live and just hung out with our friends tonight.
Yeah, great. Why? What else are you supposed
Yeah,
to
we still got 78 people who came by. Thank you, all of you 78 people. Also, thank you for coming by up on TikTok. Really appreciate you guys being here. I truly do enjoy my evenings with you guys. I know I tell you that every night, but I'm not going to stop because I do. You guys are fun. And besides, no one else is. I've read to Angela though. I've read my book to Angela for years.
I've read it too, a bunch of times.
And I'm still addicted to reading it, and you guys let me. So.
Are you signing out?
No, I'm just no.
We can't. It's 9.
Yeah, I know. Let's finish the Emmys.
Staring at me.
You know.
I don't really have much more to say. There's a reality TV show program. Reality TV.
That's
show.
it. That's all we got.
Programs are Antiques Roadshow, Diners, Drive-ins and Dives, Love Is Blind, Queer Eye, and Shark Tank. I'm surprised Queer Eye is back.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, and I didn't.
What decade is it?
It just sounds like exactly. It sounds like the 1990s. That whole fucking thing.
They're just rehashing everything.
Yeah, everything's gonna be The Sopranos is gonna be redone.
Well, it's true because remember in the 90s they were doing a bunch of content about the 60s, like constantly. It was all the time. So I think that's just what they do.
I get tempted to give up on everything and just write to market, because all these people show up in these I've subscribed to all these writing forums, and there's these dude, I've been struggling writing my passion for 20 years, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna write to market, and I made $15,000 last month.
Well, do it.
And they're they're writing smut.
Well, because the thing is if you write smut, it's going to be really amazing.
I don't know.
If you write what
it might be really awkward.
What are the other genres? You could write an incredible horror novel for sure.
Maybe. I don't know. Write to market.
Bro. Fuck it.
Well, you Angela, I have a thing I wrote called Buried in This Town. That I wrote.
I love this one.
I wrote this thing a very long time ago. It's the parody. So what had happened was I came up with this idea because people were hounding me to write a movie about Dawn's Plum. People I know, not like public or anything, but just people I know. Oh, you gotta write it. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna sit there and write this big ass depressing story into a movie, Little did I know, so many years later, I'd spent 4 years carving it into a book. But I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I said, if it's going to be a movie, it's going to be a funny fucking movie. It's going to be a comedy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to write a depressing movie about it's going to be a comedy.
I love this one. I can't wait. I want it to happen.
So I was driving down Route 78 in Jersey, and on Route 78, there was a cleaners called Sippenstein's. And I just love the fucking name, Sippenstein. And then the whole movie came to me literally as soon as I saw that sign.
No way.
Yeah, I was driving past this sign and I saw Sippenstein's, and I went, oh my God, I'm going to write a movie about a guy who's blacklisted, because I was thinking about writing the comedy about, parody. I was like, I'll write a movie about a guy blacklisted in Hollywood, a screenwriter who's blacklisted in Hollywood, who moved back to Philadelphia to his hometown where he lives in a depressed state, who wrote a screenplay and passed that screenplay on to his agent in New York. The screenplay is brilliant. The agent in New York, either knowingly or unknowingly, I haven't quite worked it out yet, changes his name to a Jewish name, Sippenstein, and he submits the script to various other agents, and it ends up in the writer's nemesis hands, the man who banished him from Hollywood. And the guy wants to make the movie. He's crazy about the script.
The nemesis
is
the one who chooses that he wants to make it.
So now my guy has to turn into this writer called Sippenstein, and so it turns into Mrs. Doubtfire / Tootsie, where he's got to make this physical transformation into this other person, go to Hollywood and pretend to be this other person, and try to get his movie made. And he eventually gets outed. And there's a B love story. He eventually gets outed by his nemesis as the movie is being made, and it's a great little movie.
I love it. Dale's got 5 different stories that I'm so eager for you to turn into books or whatever, however it can possibly get made and have the stories put out. And I always just thought that your next story would be like either a childhood memoir, because you've got such great practice writing this memoir.
Yeah.
And I know you have so many amazing stories that I've heard that I feel like would make an incredible book.
I could write a kick-ass book about my childhood.
You also have this really incredible like paranormal romance story that I just absolutely adore, and that's the one that I was trying to take to producers in Los Angeles when we lived there.
Yeah,
still.
it makes an appearance in the book.
But for some reason, since we started talking at night every night like this, I feel like the vibe is so much more like comedy.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like it's such a better fit if you start working on some of your comedy stories.
Yeah.
And that Buried in This Town is such a perfect one.
Cosmic Urgency saying, won't that movie be considered anti-Semitic? Or won't that movie get considered anti-Semitic? Well, it's not anti-Semitic. I don't know. I don't know. I might write it into a book and follow it up with I don't give a fuck, because I'm the least anti-Semitic person I know.
I think you can have Jewish characters and not have it be an anti-Semitic. Like, what would be anti about it?
It's a Jewish agent who he's playing the Jew card. The agent is playing the Jew card.
The agent is like, you know what, you should pick, if you're gonna pick,
you're blacklisted, go back as a Jew. He's like, trust me, I'm a Jew, go back as a Jew.
You're gonna pick a pseudonym, make it a nice Jewish name.
That's right. It's true. But look, I originally wrote this, and I did flesh it out in treatments, and I have have actual words to page on it. I don't care. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic, so they can say I am or whatever. It wouldn't matter.
We could also do a sensitivity pass. We could find somebody who knows.
I'm a spoiler. He falls in love with a Jewish woman and converts to Judaism, and they get married in the end. So there, I just fucking ruined the whole thing for you. But he falls in love with a Jewish girl. She finds out that he changed his name to Sippenstein and put this costume on and this whole like makeup transformation, and it's like Tootsie. It's the end of Tootsie, but in my setting. If you know the movie,
telling everybody.
Fuck it. There's fucking 6 people here. Literally 6 people. Why are you telling everybody? If 500 people watch this and they won't, who the fuck have I told?
Yes, but YouTube lasts forever, Dale.
All right, well then let me pitch one more movie that
years from now.
I was riding on a bus in Winnipeg, and Gonzo got on the bus, Angela. Gonzo.
No.
Normal human being, looked exactly like Gonzo. And I thought of an idea immediately. I had a whole movie come to me, and I've never been able to make it. I wanted to pitch it to Jim Henson. Nobody would let me get after him because they were like, he would never do this. But the movie is about the Muppets. It's about Miss Piggy, and she's unhappy with being a Muppet. She wants to be with humans. She wants to get with humans, right? She wants to, make love to a human. Do you know what I mean? She wants that.
Yeah, she's a horn dog.
She's a horn dog, and horny pig, as it were. And she happens upon a lamp, a genie lamp. Rubs, out comes the fucking genie. She gets 3 wishes. Her first wish is that Muppets become humans. And humans become Muppets. Because the setup is that she's working on...
So it's a switcheroo?
Yeah, she's working on a...
It's like a Freaky Friday, but it's...
Yes, she's working on a soap. And she falls in love with this. She's got this, like, for her lead actor.
Yeah.
She's all hot for him. And he's like, it's never going to work.
So then he turns into a Muppet?
So he turns into a Muppet, and she turns into...
That's so great.
It's great. And the best part about it is, like, all the celebrity Muppets that you have now. Back when I came up with the idea, like, Michael Jackson was alive, Ronald Reagan was alive. Like, all these people were still alive. It would be, maybe Ronald Reagan wasn't alive. That fucking guy has been dead.
I think the distributor would probably have a hard time, like, selling a story that doesn't actually include any of the Muppets after the first.
It includes them all because they turn into Muppets, and then they got the movie's all about
not Muppet. There's no Muppets in the movie anymore.
The whole movie is filled with Muppets, but
yes, but not like those.
I know. I got this argument already. I've had this argument for fucking decades. You think you think you're bringing something new here? I know. But they become Muppets again at the end.
The dog is looking at me like, yo, is everything cool?
They become Muppets at the end.
That guy over there is
when she gets her fucking... I'm going to spoil everything. She By the way, what happens is she burns to her 3 wishes and they're all still humans. And all these Muppets are running everywhere and the world is falling apart. And now they got to go and find. And then,
because like Muppets can't drive.
But check out my fucking B story. So the genie's like, well, there's this fucking lover of mine that I've been looking for centuries. The last time I saw him or her, there's another genie, was in Morocco or whatever the fuck. So they got to go on an adventure to go find another genie because they're out of wishes and they want to be Muppets again. So now they're going on a quest to become Muppets. It's brilliant, dude.
It's brilliant.
It's fucking brilliant.
Gotta get Jason Segel on the phone.
It's fucking brilliant, dude. First of all, the merchandise is out of this world, bro. So crazy, dude. A Taylor Swift Muppet. Forget about it. Back in the day, I was like a Michael Jackson Muppet. Bro, everybody wants that. Not now. He's dead. Who would you if you could make a Muppet movie, like if any celebrity became a Muppet or anybody, who would your best, like you're most excited? Oh my God, that's a Muppet. I'm gonna get it. Who would it be? Martha Stewart.
Have like a Martha Stewart and a Snoop Dogg Muppet.
A Snoop Dogg? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, the guy's like whatever, right? He's kind of a loser, but like, you know.
They already had one of those in that like Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem band. Like they probably had one they could just like swap the wig out. Do
you know, as I think about it now though, if somebody like came up with like, say I got to pitch that to the Hensons and they were like, fucking love it, we're going to do it, we're going to like turn the world into Muppets. And then all of a sudden they turn like all these people who ended up like with bad raps. You know, because like everybody fell in Me Too and everything else, you know what I mean? So they got like a Harvey Weinstein Muppet, you know?
Well, that would be amazing if it was just like a worldwide catastrophe and they went to like the courts and the judges are like, you can't put on their robes because they're too. So the Muppets are smaller, right?
Yeah.
So that too, like everything would collapse.
It's fucking. The world is a mess.
Like you can't drive
She screwed up the whole world. It's a catastrophe. It's almost it's almost an apocalypse, bro.
Like all the workers in the shipyards.
The buildings stop building. They can't cook. They're like leaping up to try and flip a patty.
This might be hard to figure out.
It's great. It's a brilliant movie, bro.
You're gonna have to suspend a lot of disbelief.
What do you guys think? There's absolutely no response from anybody.
Well, Dale,
you got to make it a human that wants to be a Muppet. No, you know, that's fucking boring. Who? Oh, I want to be a Muppet so I can be with... No, bro, it's all about Miss Piggy wanting to get with this dude. It's all about her. It's also about her. The theme is... It's got really great themes because the theme is about her not... Her loving who she really is.
Yes, it's also about hubris. That you cannot defy the gods. Right? She has a destiny and she's trying to change it and you can't.
I know that my Muppet movie is brilliant.
It is. You should write it.
I was going to spec it and then I was like, you know,
just do it, bro.
No.
Why not?
Because they take I take 2 years minimum to write a script. I'm not going to spend 2 years on something people will be like, no chance, buddy.
Do you know what I mean? Take 2 years, just kind of draft it out. What if it's just a treatment?
You know, the funny thing about me is that I always say that, oh, you know, if it's going to be 6 months, I'll do this, I'll rack this, fuck, no problem. And you know what happens? Yeah, it turns into a year, and then that year turns into grandchildren. You guys are the most wonderful people on earth. Spending my time with you is my privilege. It's my honor. I'm very excited to do it every goddamn day. I hope that you guys have, I hope that we were fun even on a slow day. And I hope you like Angela's new LUT that I made for her today. You look just like you do.
It's my favorite.
You have a very nice LUT.
For me. It fits perfect.
I love your LUT. You have the best LUT.
Thanks.
All the best LUTs. TikTok, YouTube, including Tanner and Claire and Cosmic Urgency and Titanic Edits and Delegate, of course, and that person I banned and Agatha. Claire, did I say Claire? Also, Young, who is, I think, back on TikTok. All the TikTok folks, who did I miss? I don't know if we got all your questions. Much love, much respect. I'm going to go eat like some cold fruit. I'm really hot. You guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably say that 5 more times before I actually start. You know, what is wrong with you, Angela? You break it. You just break everything. You're drunk. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, Angela.
Good night.